about there? There we go. Greetings and welcome to you, bravest citizens of our new world. It is I, Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Terawatt. This is our layer 4.0. And today, we are playing ourselves more Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Meh. Now, some of you may have seen that the name of this video is King MacBeth the Merciless, because I'll show you why. Here, come with me. I've changed our flag and a bunch of stuff. And I'm just gonna load it up from here because nothing fucking changed through all of the tests that I was running, except for we have some more territory and we're just desperately trying to keep our land safe. And it's hard. No lie, it is fucking difficult. Deathwatcher just subscribed. Woo, 20 months! Grats, dude, thank you. Thank you so much. Bro. Excuse me. Alright, so, as you can see here, I'm running a test with a microphone. This was a microphone that we got for filming. It is currently not hooked up, so you're gonna be hearing me the same way that I've always sounded as of late. And this little bad boy here runs on a 9-volt battery. I don't know if there's a way to get it to run without that, but I've hooked it up, sort of MacGyvered it to the big, like, arm that's up there, and attached it to the lab so that it comes down here. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be getting an audio extension cord that I'll be using to hook this up to see if this sounds better. Because I want to get the microphone that I have on my desktop off my desktop. And this one does not have the ability to hook up to this, so it's annoying. It's also a USB mic, so I want to get out of that, because USB mics are not as good. At least for sound quality and stuffs. So we will see. Not a lot left in the donation gauge, Planthere. That is correct. We've got ourselves... It's Deathwatch has just donated $5 because there's also a Regalful going on today. Thank you, Deathwatch. You got one ticket to the Regalful. Yeah, no, it is 300 and change in order to get us all the way to the end of our stuff, and we have until Sunday to make that money, so gotta make that cheddar cheese. It's very spooky, but we're almost there. We're getting there. And today's raffle, though, for all of you folks at home, today's raffle is for Little Inferno, Party Hard, and Graveyard Keeper. Little Inferno, because we're going to be burning the countryside of people that are getting in our way and trying to stop us from living a peaceful life. Party Hard, because we're going to be partying hard on top of their corpses. And Graveyard Keeper, because we're going to be employing a lot less we're going to be employing a lot more Graveyard Keepers with all the people that we're going to be having to kill. So there's a couple of things that we've had to change. Let's start this off right. Let's start this off. Yeah, what are you planning, Planthere? What are you... Planthere, what are you doing? So here's my problem so far with this game. Because I'm fucking addicted to this game. I love it. I got Dunglinus, Astor Castle, I got Marinoth and Pencannock, and I got these two castles here. The problem is, as you can see, everyone everywhere has declared war on me, with the exception of these guys and these guys, because only just recently did I pay them to stop. Like, I paid them... Like, I've got 886 fucking dinars with 6,900, nice, coming in every day. I had over 2 million gold, and I paid all of it to all of the people on the map to stop fighting me for a little bit so that I could grow the garrisons and I could train some soldiers and I could just fucking, like, get on my feet for 10 goddamn seconds. And the response of the entire map was, no, you don't get to do that, fuck you. Which pissed me off. So I just started looking around online with, like, what options do I have when I'm playing this? What options do I have of defending myself, right? Like, I have my kingdom thing right here, and if I go into diplomacy, look at all these assholes that are at war with me right now. I have a lot of influence coming in every day. Could I, perhaps, propose peace? Huh? No. You can't. Because this button is here, but the developers have not yet made a use for this button. That button does nothing. I don't... And now it doesn't work. Fucking... Well, I mean, if you're trying to do the GIFs or, like, short videos, I have not put those in. And, yeah, there's no peace, only war. So you are not allowed to propose peace here using influence. You can try to propose peace when you run into a lord on the actual map itself. So if I went to, like, any of these assholes who are running an army here, or, like, the army that's currently attacking this castle, because I got a notification that Ab Comer is being sieged, that I have to go fix that now. They don't, like, let you. And it bothers me. Like, I could walk up to any of those guys and be like, we should be at peace, and then it opens up a screen where I trade with them, and then I give them a ton of fucking money, and they agree, yes, we should be at peace, and then they stop. But they stop for, like, 2 days, and then immediately declare war on me. Even if I paid them, like, 1,000,000 dinars, they're like, but we could just start killing you again because fuck you, I guess. And they just start, yeah, in the grim darkness of Mount & Blade, there is only war. It's really frustrating sometimes. Oh, shit! Okay, gonna try it this way. Palantir's donated $50! Oh my god! Palantir! My lord, dude! Thank you so much. You've got yourself 10 fucking tickets, my guy. Holy beans! Thank you. Anybody else wants to fucking get in on this hype? Get in on this hype. Get in here. The $600 goal and $800 goal are still a mystery right now because here, I'm going to show you something really quickly. I'm yet to figure out what I'm doing with them because these are the milestones I have reached that I still need to do for you guys. And then I'm going to be making a games list of, like, so I can keep track of the games that I want to play, but can't immediately play, like, right now because I'm playing other games. So yeah. Donation hype! It sounds like you need to expand your empire to be a less appealing target. That's just it, Rainer. To explain a little bit more, when you do behead someone, if you do kill them, not only are they fucking dead and they don't get to immediately raise an army, you get bad reputation. But what does that mean? What reputation? Where? Where in the game is that measured? Because it's not measured in my kingdom anywhere, on anything. Like the clan here, fiefs, yup. Prosperity isn't affected by it at all. If I go to my clan, it does not affect my fucking clan tier because that's renown, which I gain from completing battles, and I've maxed out clan tier 6. What it affects is this right here. It's nothing. Deceitful. Honor -2. That's it. That's all it does. That's it. And then people dislike you. Because as you can see, if I click on myself as a clan leader, I have these friends, and then I have these enemies. Because I killed, like, I think 4 or 5 people that belong to Valandia. Everyone, everywhere. Oh, 4! I killed 4. And that was these people. And they were, yeah, noblemen of the Northern Empire, and one of them was Valandian, I believe. And that's it. Bam. Like, all these people are my enemies because I killed those 4 guys. Now everybody hates me everywhere. But it's not just that. It's this asshole right here, who's a part of the quest, which they haven't finished, by the way. So if I go into the quest thing here, Estania's plan. So she's got a conspiracy that she's brewing against you, and it's at 1,400. It starts at 1,000 out of 2,000. And every 20 days, you get this try to stop the conspiracy thing. But you know what that is? Nothing. It's nothing. You can't stop this ever. It always goes up, and every time you fail it, it puts another 20 points on this. And that's it. That's all it fucking does. It's a very shitty counter that they put into their own game. I imagine they might put in a way to stop the conspiracy in the future, but I don't know what that is. They haven't put it in at all so far. In addition to that, if I go, what's your plan, and it goes all the way and it completes, you know what happens? Some of the Empire factions declare war on you, and you can't make peace with them. That's it. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, the game is still in alpha, which is why I stepped away from it. Yeah, so today is gonna be the Jesus H. Christ! So that's 30 tickets for Palantir. Oh my god, because that was another 20 tickets right there. Jesus H! Palantir, my god! Fuck! Huh. We're $167 and change away from finishing our thing. And then we will have 420 days to die. Oh my god. Well, I mean, that's the thing. The Death Watch, you have 1 ticket. So if I roll a D31 and I crit fail, then you get a thing. God, watch it do it 3 fucking times in a row. Ah, Jesus. Mercenary Pen, now's not the time, alright? Now's not the time for your fucking shit right now, okay? And that's okay. Like, Death Watch, you can only give 1 ticket, that's fine. Even for the guys that are currently watching right now who, yeah, ha, God! Dude, man. Mango Toad's now put on 20 tickets. Jesus! Ha, ha, my heart. My god, thank you so much, everybody, for all your continued support. You've been so amazing. Getting all that together. Jesus! I can't. What's this button do? No, that's not what we want. No, that's not it. There it is. Yeah, God. The uneven number is just bugging me. Thank you, Rainer. I'm gonna put you down for a ticket. Raynor. There you go. You gotta take it there, buddy. My God, you know what? I'm gonna fucking. We are now sitting at a $60. Okay, it's just bits. I was like, we're $60 away from 420 days to die, which is gonna be a very interesting stream for me, and hopefully for you as well. But thank you so much, everybody. I love you guys. It really helps me feel better about everything that's been going on. Whew. Helps me feel good about catching up with everything. I'm just the third person they bring on to fill a spot. If it's Palantir and Mango Toad show with special guest, Death Watch. Death Watch, you are a special guest. You shush. We love you here. Without you, there wouldn't be an archive for, like, all the streams I've done that I've not kept because I'm like that. So thank you. Oh my Jesus. Twa donated $10. Time to win all the things with my 2 tickets and 4 cents. You son of a bitch. Alright, well, we got Quad in there with 2 tickets. Jeez. Okay. I need to catch my breath. Like I was saying. You fuck. You son of a bitch. So there's a couple reasons. This is going to be the last time that I'm going to be streaming Mountain Blade for a little while, for a couple reasons. One, because the game is still in alpha, it's not done. Two, I have a character that I've customized based on all of you guys. And, like, you're all so wonderful that I've got here, and I'm so excited to have, like, each of your characters here and watch as your skills grow and you get experience and you grow into these, like, amazing, awesome dudes that I can send out into the field to, like, destroy dudes and have fun with. But I can't see any of you in combat. And it makes me sad because, like, I need to go unsub from Quad for this transgression. I will murder you. You guys are the best. I love you all so much. But I can't see you guys in action as much as I want to, like if I was playing XCOM or something like that, where it's like I get to see like a zoom in and a fucking like blah 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 and see you go like shoot and kill a guy and it's fucking cool and I want it so bad. But I can't see that though if we're doing it like this because like we don't get the 996. Can we leave it clean for 5 minutes? And you know what? Just for that, Rainer, you get 2 tickets. You get 2 more tickets for that. Here you go. You're up to 3 tickets now, Rainer. All right, we're a clean $40 away. We're $40 away from our goal. It's very exciting. But yeah, I can make groups for you guys, but what ends up happening is like I can give Rainer, for example, I gave Rainer a whole group of like really high level cavalry, and I sent him out into the world. But because we're this late in the game, and I sent him out into the world, the only forces that he really ran into were either armies of equal size or huge armies of like 9,000 fucking soldiers. So he, like, that's why Steve's not in the party right now. Steve got taken prisoner and is hanging out at some other town. It sucks. And then Rainer just ran out of soldiers and came back by himself and was like, hi, can I come join back in again? And everybody was like, yeah, come on. And you just, like, rejoined the army because couldn't do it, right? Like, it sucked. And Quad just bought himself another ticket. There you go. Start the 5-minute counter. Okay, so my plan was to donate the remaining amount that was missing on the gauge, but it seems the donation system went, nah, I got the cash for it, but oh well. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, man. I'm sorry your Steve is in another castle. Yeah. We're gonna need to talk. I'm late. I'm hungry. Don't worry about it. It's okay that you're late. We've just been talking about some of the changes that have been going on. And a lot of the soldiers that I've had to, like, recruit because we're desperately, like, we have 198 wounded. We can hold up to 488 people because I used a lot of the influence I was gaining to put policies in. These policies I don't like. None of these are good for me. But these policies do a lot of things that, like, gives me more influence, increases my party size, non-ruler clans, which I don't have any in my group. Tier 4 clans get more stuff. Ruler clans gain 5 influence per day. Towns held by the ruler clan gain 1 loyalty and prosperity per day. Militia quality is increased. Village income tax is reduced. That's another thing. A lot of the policies that I have in place reduce taxes, and reduce production, but increase militia, loyalty, and prosperity. So I've been making sure that people can live a good life in their towns, and that they can defend themselves against the fucking huge armies that are running around ravaging the fucking countryside. that I'm desperately trying to keep away from us. But yeah, so that's all I've got. Looking around online at what my options are to continue, they basically said, unless you want always, all the time, like 1,000 army sieges coming after you, then you just have to kill dudes. You just have to kill them all. Every leader you get your hands on, cut their fucking head off. They'll get mad at you and they'll send more dudes at you, cut their heads off too. Who fucking cares? Just keep killing them. Your followers might eventually be like, hey, you're killing a lot of guys, and you go, I'm in charge, and they go, yep, and then that's it. And shit! Mango Toad! Mango Toad's come in! Yay, everybody! We did it! We made our May Pandemic Fund! We're right down to the wire on that one! Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are amazing. We're gonna do it! 420 days to die. I'm gonna hold a vote on the Discord to see if that's what people want to see tomorrow instead of, like the Mad Max thing that I had planned. Target, get! Thank you so much, everybody, for coming up. Oh, thank you. I know. Thank you so much for everybody, for all your amazing donations. You guys have been absolutely wonderful, and keeping us alive here. I love it. So Mango with 40 bucks. That is another 8 tickets. So you have 28 tickets, my dude, on the top end. I wouldn't mind, since I can't join the Mad Max, yeah. And it's like, I wanna keep playing 7 Days to Die because it's a really good game, but like people have said, there's a lot going on when we're all together. There's a lot of people talking over each other. It's very hard. There's a huge lag on like the voice chat. And I have to do a thing where I either set up a server for it or just play with like 2 other people. And that'll be a game that we play every now and then with like a goal in mind. Like what's our goal gonna be? Like surviving to a certain night with blood moons every night, or surviving to a certain thing with this, or maybe we'll just try to get to everybody's got a gyrocopter or some silly crap. I don't know. Mad Max and 420 at the same time? Well, because Mercenary Pen, the idea with 420 Days to Die is I'm going to be alone. I'm going to be heavily medicated, and I'm going to be playing by myself, running through the wastelands, desperately trying to survive by my own dang self. So, that's going to be an interesting time. I might end up doing that and then saving the Mad Max thing for another day, because I also haven't super prepped for it, and it will be difficult to get to. Make the Mad Max one the last big one before deciding on smaller numbers. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, is like I'm gonna do a big ol' like one last like let's all get in and get on mopeds and stuff. And then I'll put like on the map in a few different spaced out locations, like one area that's got a bunch of chemistry stations, one area's got a bunch of forges, one area's got a bunch of workbenches, and then we just have to figure it out. And we're not allowed to build stuff. We get our cars, and we're not allowed to build things. We have to survive. And I'm gonna crank the difficulty, like, to the max, dude. So it's a matter of, like, we have to live, and if you're dead, then you're out. And we have to just go for as long as we can, last man standing, and just go for it. I got 30 tickets right now. We got 18 people here. Cool. Everyone gets one. Really? Play. All right. All right, man. That's generous. Let me. Because there's a lot of people here that we don't know. Like, if. That I don't know if they want a ticket. If y'all want a ticket, you fucking say something. Oh my god. All right. So NB Soar, you get a ticket. That's one. Camry, you get a ticket. That's one. Would it be possible to convince you to stream the Crash Bandicoot or Spyro remake trilogies? I don't have those. Kara. Volcano Shark. You get a ticket. If you want a ticket, put a 1 in the chat. Yeah. If anybody wants a ticket, you want a ticket for this raffle? Put a 1 in the chat. Type 1, hit enter. Because we got a couple people here that I want to include. But, here, I'm going to put Palantir last on our list here. Oh, what are you doing? There we go. Just because his section is now is now challenging. So we got Ambassador, we got Kara, Mercenary Pen is wants a ticket, so Mercenary Pen, you get one. Camry, you know, for that, you don't get a ticket. I'm kidding. Stop that. He said 1. So that's 4. 4 people got a ticket there. If anybody else, let me know. Oh my god, I can't believe we made our goal. I'm so... Ooh! 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 I'm so excited! Oh my god. Ah! It makes me so happy. No, Mango, stop! Damn it! Alright, well, now I gotta do it. Okay, so you get 2 tickets, you get 2 tickets... You get 2 tickets. You get 2 tickets. Anybody else? Yeah, everybody gets 2. Everybody gets 2 tickets now. I'm going down the thing. Esteban, you get 2 tickets. Moobot is a bot. Neri. You get 2 tickets. Yeah. Rainer gets 2 more tickets, so you're at 5. Quad, you get 2 more tickets, you're at 5. Deathwatch, you get 2 more tickets, you're at 3. Let's see who else we got in here. Yep, BH Badger. Yeah. God, Badger, you get 2 tickets. Here we go. Figured in this month on a high note for you, Doc. Thank you, Palantir. 2 tickets for Moobot. And then Moobot wins everything. Yeah, if you guys want, put a 2 or a 1 in the thing, and I'll relegate some of the tickets to you. And then I'm gonna calculate how many people got extra tickets, and we'll, yeah, we're not including the bot, but yeah, did you add DW? Yes, we did. I got 2 more tickets on Deathwatch, Rainer, and Quad, who were the other donators so far today, and then Mango and Palantir really crushed it, bringing in that cheddar cheese, bringing home the bacon, for us here, getting us in that last bit. All right, I don't want my whole stream to be gushing about this stuff. We're 30 minutes in. So, on a high note, with 420 days to die, how ironic, yeah. Oh, that just got me. Yeah, so, today I wanted to do this as our last stream because I can't see you guys fight enough, and I want more content like this where I can make custom characters based on you guys, and we get to see you more. Like, XCOM was perfect for that, and I want to do more of that stuff with you guys, because I think that was just a huge amount of fun. So, yeah. And there's not a whole lot of games that we can all play together. 7 Days to Die is very close. It just becomes difficult. So I was like, if we do a map where we're all playing in like groups of 3, then we can all be on the Discord and stuff. But then we'd have to agree to things like no PvP or whatever, because if I'm streaming and you guys can watch when I'm streaming, and then you'll know when is an okay time to get into my base, stuff like that. When I'm dead, when I'm not home, and it puts me at a disadvantage kind of situation, and I don't think that's, like, it's fun for you guys to be able to kick dad, but it's not fun for me. So I wanna have a good time. I want everybody to have fun. Showed mom beef stroganoff. Sorry, hold on. beef stroganoff, beef bourguignon, Irish beef stew. I'm not doing it justice. Hold on. What the fuck was that actor's name? Sam Elliott.
Beef stroganoff, beef bourguignon, Irish beef stew, beef brisket, Chateaubriand, sauerbraten, roast beef, Catalonian beef ragout, Mongolian beef, chicken fried steak, steak Diane, grilled steaks balsamico, hamburgers, sizzling beef, spicy braised beef, barbecued beef ribs, beef Wellington, pepper beef, beef jerky, beef with broccoli, beef burritos, beef fajitas, beef tacos.
There you go. That's just Sam Elliott talking about beef. And occasionally I will listen to that and just feel better about life in general. Because I just... That's nice. Oh yeah, I got my Minecraft periodic table shirt from like forever ago. I can't remember who gave it to me, but it was like an old fan. Anyways, so yes, while I love this game, it is still early access, it's still in alpha, it's not finished, so we will be coming back to this game at some point, perhaps, when it's finished a little bit more down the road, but this is going to be our last day. We're going to go out with a big fucking hurrah, and we're going to do that by going to the keep, going to the dungeon, managing our fucking prisoners here, because we just have a list of assholes, and every keep and castle that I have looks like this, by the way. They're all here. Everyone's here, because guess what? Yep, done. You're dead. Done. You're dead. Because you know what happens? They pay, like, either these guys escape, or they pay, like, fucking 2,000 dinars or some chicken bullshit, for them to get the leader of their faction back, who then immediately re-teleports back to their base, and then you know what he gets? An army of another 1,000 or 1,200 dudes, and then they immediately run at me. And that's another thing, like, there's one dude who was on YouTube playing this game, got all the way to the end of, like, the campaign by, like, slowly over time killing everyone, and taking all the castles. Well, he didn't kill everybody, but he took all the castles, right? So there were no faction castles left, there were no forts left, there was nothing. He owned all the territory. And every now and then, the game would just be like, oh, here, there's suddenly a dude with an army of 3,000 men, he's attacking your place. And it's just, they just cheat after a while. And if you don't kill these guys, they just either escape for free, or you get paid a pissant small amount of money, and they just end up back at their home base automatically with another huge army, and then they run into your territory again, and then you capture them all, and then it just does it again, and it does it again, and it fucking sucks. Maybe we should have rescued Steve first so he doesn't get executed in retaliation. He'll be fine. But we're not taking prisoners anymore. We're not doing that now. We make enough money selling off all of the shit. Like, they don't even have money in this town anymore because I've sold so much armor and equipment. I have all these weapons on me. That's another thing. There's really no point to smithing in this game beyond a certain point. Like, I, at random, learned... Like, what you do is you go in here, and then you look for one of these to have, like, a note next to it that says, like, in brackets, 3 new parts, or 1 new part. And then you only smith that one weapon. Then you learn everything that you need to know about making parts kind of like that. It teaches you those new parts, and the rest of them are now basically worthless. Like, I've got a huge collection of materials here, and nothing to smith with. Like, these two-handed, they're gonna be mad at me for a long time. I killed a lot of dudes there. I've got up to these swords, which also I can, like, make the blade longer. I can choose a better handle, make that bigger. I can make the handle longer, so the overall length of the weapon is gonna be better. I can go to this pommel that, like, really does nothing, this pommel. But if I go all the way down here, I'd be like, oh, that one, or this one. And then crank that shit. Crank that soldier boy. And then that's the sword you're gonna be looking at that you make. But it's still the stats are over here. Like, swing cut damage. And this is all, like, high tier parts. But then one two-handed axe that I have made using these two pieces, like a bigger blade, cool, and then I went here and was like, oh, yeah, this is the best handle I got, nice, done, better damage, better swing speed, better reach, like, it's just automatically all of a sudden the best fucking weapon in the game. This would be the best axe head that I could get, if I ever knew where they were or what I could find. Okay, cool, people are done being mad, nice. So that was a ton of those people, and now they're all dead. I don't have to worry about them anymore. Half of my army is still injured. This was a huge army that was attacking this place, but it couldn't get in through the walls because I put a huge garrison in there. Or at least enough of a garrison that they just quit, and now they're running off to go do some other stuff. Here's a group of 650 assholes who are going to try to get into here. And, of course, now a whole bunch of my settlements are under attack, because that's all they do is raid my fucking territories. Settlement, Aster. There it is. Yep. It's just, like, none of my towns are able to bring food in because they just get raided by people. And even if I never executed anyone, ever, all the countries would still equally declare war on me, run at me. If I paid them for peace, they would take the money and then come back tomorrow and declare war. Like, there's just no way to survive this. It is an endless slog against huge armies that the game cheats and just throws at you because the developers created, like, 5 good things and then 5 really fucking stupid things. Like, they didn't balance out the very cool idea that they had. They came up with a cool concept, which was, what if you played Total War, except it wasn't turn-based, and you had to, like, be on the ground and you could fight in the battles and, like, climb the walls and fight dudes, and, like, wouldn't that be fucking rad as shit? And I'm like, yeah, that would be rad as shit. I'm all about that. And then they didn't balance the math. They never balanced the fucking math at the end. And it pisses me off. Oh, God, it's giving me chest pains. I'm so mad. We're gonna have ourselves a little sip. I'm gonna go down to MacBeth. In order to... Cool, one of my settlements is being besieged again. We're gonna hire on these extra dudes. Alright, and now we're at almost half their number. Not even really, though. Like, it's... Like, look at this. What? I want to discuss peace, and I have 800,000. For 198,000, they are willing to consider peace. See how long it lasts. Sure. Go away. Get out of my land. They have made peace with me. I'm thinking that they did that because they know I can fucking kill them. Despite what that bar says, very much like Total War, there's like a bar that's like, oh, they're gonna get you. But then you actually play it out and you fucking slaughter them. Even when I auto-play it out, I still fucking slaughter people. It's ridiculous. Even if I'm just like, just send the soldiers. Like, I'm not gonna be on the field. The game's like, oh, you fucking crushed them. Like, they did not survive. It was steep. that victory you had there. Holy fuck. We're gonna take back some of these more experienced troops in exchange for just more volunteers who are unfortunately wounded. We're gonna take them back. Yep. They've got a lot of wounded people in here. Now, I am told that... No, not the garrison. I'm told that these places give more experience in the training fields. No, it's 150 XP bonus. It's the same. ET's same. Same. We're going to go barracks up, granary up, and then office up. And that can be that. Cool. What's my speed right now? How fast am I going? 2.6 apparently. I'm not fucking initial D today. I'm chasing after this caravan of assholes in my goddamn territory. Oh yeah, let's go to Lanok Castle, see if I have anybody in here that I can kill. Let's go to the dungeon. Anybody in here? No? Alright. But yeah, like, killing people does nothing in this but make people mad at you, and they're already almost always mad at you. That's another thing. Half my towns, whenever I... Like, because of the policies I put in place, now I get these guys, and these guys, and these guys, and these cool fucking dudes, and not just volunteers. I get lots of, like, nice, higher tier, like, actually experienced troops, and I'm really happy about that. But almost all my towns are always, like, a flaming wreck because I'm at war with the whole fucking world, all the livelong day, and it bothers me. And they got, like, armies of dudes moving through my territories. Don't like it. Shield wall, and go get him. Let's give him a little bit, because these guys are archers, but they're not going to use their bows when we're attacking a camp at night. Despite the fact that the enemy will use their bows to defend themselves. Which is fucking stupid to me. Like, why can't... It's like, oh, we gotta sneak in under the cover of darkness, so we need to kill them in the middle of the night. Like, and? What? Like, what then? What am I doing? And they're like, oh, but, like, we're gonna go in quiet and we're gonna kill them. But we can't use bows. Bows are much louder than smashing people with large two-handed weapons. Gotta fucking mind your manners. Yeah, really? Do I? There we go. And I just run behind them, and they immediately turn around to hit me and get stabbed in the back by the troops. There's Esteban and his big bear furs running around with a two-handed sword I made him, just cutting people in half. That's why I don't like early access. Like, it's cool in some cases for me. Like, I don't mind some early access games, but there are some of them that are, like, this unfinished that I'm like, guys, come on. Like, yeah, what you're expected to do is acquire for families into your empire and have them running around doing shit for you. Yeah. Like, you talk to clan leaders and go, like, you should join me. And they go, okay, and then they join in your group. But a lot of my policies that I've put into place would not benefit other clans. And they're designed that way, that it's like this whole thing's run by one group of people. Yeah, we need to take them out in the cover of darkness. Or we could surround them with our 300 men. Like, they are a dozen people. We could just surround them and then run in all at once. Here, let me show you. Let me show you how that's supposed to look. Let's do a brief demonstration. Here's a little group of them, and here's us making a big circle around them. Yeah, I don't fight with brigands. Kill them. This is what it looks like. Half of them don't engage, and half of them do. I don't know why. But then we win. 2 wounded, no deaths. And then we get these prisoners. These, we want. Bushwhackers, freebooters, forest bandits. We want them. Because they... Eventually, I'm supposed to get the ability to turn them into the best archers in the games, which are the Battanian Fiends. Or the Fiend Champions, which I don't know if I have any on me right now. Somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Fiend Champions. They have the highest archery skill in the game. So they do more damage with arrows than anybody in terms of a unit. And they also have, like, instead of shields, they also have some really solid, like, weaponry skills. So if someone gets into melee with them, they pull out, like, one-handed weapons and start attacking. It's pretty dope. Checks Doc's pockets for stray archers. Let's go to the keep. Hey, there's Smythe! He's still mayor of this place. Let's go to the dungeon. Oh, they're all... I guess they all got sold off or escaped. Let's manage the garrison. Mr. Garrison. Yeah, you gained a level. And that's just it. No one else gained levels. That's cool. Wildlings, skirmishers, wildlings, skirmishers, woodrunners, skirmishers. Those are the ones that we want. In return, I will give you clan warriors, these guys, volunteers, raiders, trained heroes. Here we go. I got a lot of, like, I'm putting together, like, a team of horse dudes, only because they're good units, and I like having them. So, like, having a cavalry in my army is starting to help me out more as the game gets later, and we start running into units who have, or armies, rather, that are comprised of a lot of fucking cavalry. So we're gonna put all our cavalry boys together. Actually, let's put them together right there. Let's put all the archers at the bottom. Because I can't level them up yet. I don't have the skills. Don't have those skills to pay the bills just yet. Yeah, we're 64 wounded still, but we're getting there. Yeah, these guys here, these fucking bandits, cool as they may be, I need a skill for that. But the XP game in this game is also kind of skewed. Because I need to earn enough leadership to get to disciplinarian. And maintain high morale in your party. Assemble and lead armies. I've been assembling armies of over 1,000 men at 100 morale. Maximum morale the entire time. And this just crawls forward. Like, it is painfully slow. So, who cares? I could probably build an army and then just spend my influence on maintaining cohesion so we could have more dudes, but, like, we're not even at the maximum of our current group. Like, my current army, if I'm like, let's recruit troops, I'm like 100 guys. I'm 100 men shy of what I need in order to... Don't you fucking touch that town. I will cut you. It's gonna burn down anyway. Oh, God. Cool. All my towns over here are on fire. That's neat. Yeah, you're fucking dead. You're dead. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking eat you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, it's a dead end. MacBeth. It's been a while. I heard you took Astor Castle. You know we're at war. Surrender or die. I have no wish to fight you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight me either, asshole. But here you are, killing all my innocent villagers, and now I'm gonna have to cut off your fucking head for it. You've not been assembling armies. Yeah, you have no independence with your empire to call to join and become an army. Well, I did before, and it didn't do anything. All it did was waste resources. And make people mad at me because they're like, well, instead of having a group of 300 men, you have 2 groups of 150, and that wildly increases your fucking resources and resource consumption, and it sucks. See, like, these guys, tons of cavalry. But we want to put the archers up here. And we want to put our infantry down there. We'll run up here and start trying to kill these assholes. Just because these guys are just like fucking nobodies on horses. Meh. Oh, that's another thing. If you're not playing like Valanians or Imperials, you end up in kind of a bad situation because they get really good units and looters turn into really good units. Like, making a looter-only army and being one of those guys is really advantageous for you. Oh yeah, that's another thing. You guys, make a shield wall down there. Tighten up your formations so that the dudes on the horses can't just ride through you. They get stuck, and then they lose their horses, and they die, just like that. Oops, sorry, that's Raynor. Don't want to swing at Raynor. Raynor's leading the cavalry within my army, because I could not get him an army outside of it. There's your head. Fuck you. Like, this part of the game, pretty cool. I mean, swinging around with a two-handed weapon and missing and not really knowing how close I have to be to kill people is frustrating. And the inconsistent damage that it does is also kind of frustrating, but whatever. Oh, wait, these are my units. I keep missing the little symbols above their heads that are like, these are your men, don't do it. Wham! There we go. Nope, these are my guys. These are my guys again. Stop. You don't kill them. You jagobs, fight me. That and the fact that I have to ride a horse if I want to, like, participate in combat really bums me out. I just want to fucking run around on foot. Like, horses were not this prevalent back then. Well, I mean, neither were men. Most of the battles that took place in, like, the fucking medieval eras, the great wars that happened were, like, usually skirmishes of, like, 100 or so dudes on either side, if you were lucky. Like, some of the great battles of England were no more than maybe 1,000 men either side. And that was considered to be, like, a big fucking deal. Was like, that enemy army has 1,000 dudes, and we need armies of roughly that same number. And then anyone surviving was a big deal. Okay, so that is, I think, most of their cavalry units dealt with, and by the looks of it in the top right of the screen, it appears as though we have clashed with their men, and are making short work as our archers are up on this hill, just getting that nice top down, and then we tell the infantry to engage, so now they will move forward and engage a bunch of the dudes, but they keep their shields up. I like that. When I tell them shield wall, while they engage, they keep the shields up. Oh, you... fuck off. There we go. Got his head. Dismembered! Yeah. Archers, move around and just fucking... because they're getting harassed by the cavalry, and what they'll do if they're in formation is they will try to turn their whole formation to face a guy, like their nearest threat, and then they'll start shooting. Whereas if I tell them to do whatever they want, they'll just, each of them will become an independent unit, and they'll start trying to fight dudes by themselves. You know what? You guys and you guys, just find and kill the last of the people on the field. You guys don't need to carry your shields anymore. There's such a small amount of the enemy army left. I'm just gonna shit all over this dude's army here. We barely lost any soldiers. Wham! Oh, that's Ergon! That was one of their leaders. I think that was the dude leading the army. I fucking clotheslined him with a huge axe. There, and now we've won. That's another thing. When you're fighting against, like, a whole-ass army, they don't run. A lot. They don't flee the field. A lot of the time, it's like us. You're my prisoner now, asshole. Get in here. Now, I've made a personal thing to only take in Battanian soldiers and Wolf Clan people. Now, these are troops. These are people that are ready to join up right now. Right now, ready to hop in. We'll take the Militia Spearmen, because they are Battanian, and because we can do stuff with them. I'm gonna take some of these dudes, because they hired these Battanian soldiers out of my territory and then brought them to bear against my own people, and I do not like that. The peasants can fuck off. I don't give a shit about peasants. The rest of you can leave. I'm taking my people with me, and hopefully they will change their mind about what they've been doing with their time. Let's come on up here. Recruit troops. Yes, please. Yes. Are you attacking one of my territories? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Told you to get the fuck out of my land. I don't give a shit who you are or what you're doing here. Fuck off. We're just gonna auto-resolve that and fucking do him right in. Yeah, you're my prisoner now. And you're not gonna like that you are in just a minute. The militia dudes, they're like militia class dudes, like they're not great, but they're not terrible. So I usually take them and use them to beef up, like, some of the garrisons in my bases. Just to make it so that the garrisons are that much larger. Because oftentimes, with all my towns on fire, I don't have the ability to, like, hire any troops out of them because they're on fire. Like that one is, right there, just burning away. Can't get new troops out of that. Womp womp. I'm gonna have to fight a bunch of sturgeons, and I don't want to do that, because sturgeons are very, very hard to fight. They are very strong units. Hey, look at that. You guys all ready? Yeah, you want in? Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Get in here. You're dead. Goodbye. And you're dead. Goodbye. Trained warrior? Yeah. You might not have heard of me. I'm MacBeth the Merciless. I wanted peace. I paid for peace several times. You assholes decided to wander back into my territory and start killing a bunch of innocent people that didn't have anything to do with this. A bunch of innocent people that just wanted to go about their day, live their lives, and be peaceable. You made this about a bunch of folks that weren't involved. Now I have to kill you. So this town's being managed A-OK. They've got great stuff like loads of food, security's good, loyalty's good, militia's good, prosperity's good. Going to the keep dungeon. Look at all of you assholes here in my dungeon. Oh, what are you all doing here? Gonna have to fix that. But first, let's manage our garrison. Let's hop on in here. Let's go on. We got the bushwhackers and people, yeah. But the militia people we want to put in, because this is still only about half capacity. We want trained warriors. Lots of militia spearmen we can throw in there. There we go. And then we got volunteers we can toss in there as well. And now what do you got that I can have? You got like some wood runners. You got a skirmisher. That's about it. Yeah. Everybody else here is like militia quality people or other dudes. Oh, you got a horseman. Nice. I'll take that. I'll take the horseman. I need more cavalry. I desperately, desperately need more cavalry. Hey, it's Lemon! Lemon's here. What's up, fruit dude? Hey, Lemon, guess what? You get 2 tickets. Lemon boy, you get 2 tickets. Anybody else? Anybody else in here? Who we got? I'm not seeing him. I'm not seeing any other names we don't already got on the list. There to Zuma. God, I miss Sam Elliott for the Ram truck commercials. I know. Squall's here. Squall, you got 2 tickets. Congratulations. Palanthir and Mango Toad gave away 1 ticket each to a whole bunch of the people that are in the chat here. So we got tickets for everybody. Naradazuma, you got 2 tickets. Badger got 2. Lemon Boy got 2. Squall got 2. Estabane, Mercenary Pen, Care the Volcano Shark, Camry, Envy Swore, Quad Rainer, and Deathwatch all got 2 extra tickets. Blam, blam, blam. Everybody gets an extra 2. Everybody got a chance to win tonight. It's gonna be a good time. I got 58 days worth of food, and I got a huge, like, food varieties only give me +1 for party morale, but, like, the morale's way the fuck up because we've been doing real well. Now, therein, if I go to the tavern, the Lucky, you have good tactics, and you're actually not bad with other stuff. And Norogur the Knowing. You're an engineer! We could use an engineer. You're close-fisted but merciful. I am not. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save as King's Quest 2. Here we go. We're gonna overwrite that game, and I'm gonna hire you guys because I have practically infinite money. I don't think I know you. Peace, you stranger. My name is MacBeth. Tell me about yourself in a way that I need you in my company. You cost practically nothing. The other fellow should also be here. You're just a townsman. Nope. Mercenary swordsman, you say? I'm looking for a master. I'll join you for 300 bucks. No. I don't know. I don't know about mercs. Mercs can be dangerous. Townsman, townsman, townsman. There you are. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. I could use somebody. 1600. Welcome aboard, dude. Get in here. Oh yeah, I already hired you. Dope. Alright, let's get back out to the beginning. Doc, good news, if you succeed in executing everyone, then you get all their territory. Cool. Alright, neat. So let's go into our party. And we got now 2 new faces amongst us. We got this guy here. There you are. And we got, where are you? There you are. Norgar the Knowing. Ding. There. You come with a horse. Good for you. Let's get you some better gear to start. Let's go to the tavern, or let's go trade. I need to just sell all this garbage to you first, because I have a bunch of torn, shitty clothing that I would like to get rid of. I'd like to do that today, please. Because a lot of this is going to be like rusty versions of stuff, and I fucking hate it. Good. Alright, cool. If I give you everything, then that will not affect some of the members of our party. Good. So, again, let's save. Now that we've made ourselves some nice cheddar cheese. Oh, we got ourselves a bot? Want to become famous? Want to become famous? Want to become famous? You're banned. And you are banned. Boom. Swift. Hey, Phoenix. How's it going? Come on. Let's go. Right, yeah, we need to go into our party. And then we need to give these guys some stuff. So you are good with polearms, two-handed weapons, bit of skill in one-handed athletics, and then some skill in tactics, which I like. And then you are a good engineer. So, hey, Canada Beast 16 has followed us. Thank you. Welcome to our kingdom. Here we go. Cool. So let's change your name. Is that how you spell it? P-H-O-E-N-I-X. There you go. Phoenix. Bam. So there you are. And then it crashed. Yep. Guess you're just gonna have to look like this, Phoenix. There's some random characters that if you try to do stuff, like, be like, oh, hey, here you go. Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that. Just stop the game. Stop it. If you try to change their appearance, the game crashes. Other characters, it doesn't. Something to do with the coding on the back end. Who knows? Who knows? I don't want to run safety version because it's no different. Keep a better eye on the chat just in case another shows up. Yeah, 2 of them showed up at the same time. Fucking bananas. My god. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, baby. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have anybody with the permission or ability to put links in the chat. It just shows up as little stars. No links for you. Yeah, it's gonna be quite scruffy looking IRL, so it's like, yeah, just stars. Cool. So Phoenix, also known as this guy. Come on. You're now Phoenix. Cool. Done. So there he is, and then. Because, like, he, looks so innocent and baby-faced, but then has a beard and, like, a different haircut. Stupid. Can I edit your appearance? Yup. So... I'll be like that and like that. Beep boop. There you go. You have actual body weight on you now. We'll just like randomize that face up a little bit, randomize those eyes a little bit, and give you like one of those noses. Here you go. Like how fucking handsome he is all of a sudden. And I'm gonna give you like fucking, no, he's like a clean shaven guy. He's got, well, he's clean shaven, he's not bald. We'll give you like that. Yeah. Because this shit is stupid and offensive, but oh god, that is not better. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Bam. Done. And you will be Kaldaka Gray. There we go. Done. Dungeon rings. Alright, and we're gonna save as. Bam, bam, bam. And now we're gonna go into the shops, because we need to get you guys some new gear. All of your stuff that you're wearing is bad, and I hate it. So, you have a horse, and it has armor. Is there better armor? Northern Noble Harness is going to be better than this Ward Rugged shit. You can't ride Batanian ponies or anything, because you have a horse, but you don't have very good, like, riding skills, so we're just going to have to go with it. Yep, there we go. Classic helmet for our boys. Let's get you one, where is it? Where's some good furs? Yeah, there we go. It's a beer pelt. Here you have it. And for your clothing under such a thing, let's get you, we have to scroll down because there's all the garbage that we sold them earlier. All the way at the bottom of that. Highland Ringer Mail is actually going to give you better defense. Good. Arm wraps. We can get you like some of that good shit. Oh, here we go. Boom. Oh, is there only one pair of these? Eh, whatever. Why not? Like, and that's the thing. It's supposed to be silver. Comes in brown. Huh. Is that because we're in the north, or is it because the game's busted and terrible? Like, what's the up and down on that? Oh, here we go. It's rusty. Rusty. No. Donut-like. Here you go, have some more for boots. And for gloves, have a pair of these. And for sherbed, have one of those. And for hat, have one. Jesus, that's a long list. Oh yeah, here you go. Have like a Highland cloak. There you go. Yeah. Here's a fun hat. There you are. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh yeah, I gotta get you better weapons. So he's good with crossbows and one-handed weapons. So I'm just gonna, like, for town fighting stuff, like, he's apparently not allowed to have anything better than Highland Broadblade. So there you go. For your regular clothes, though, I'm going to give you a one-handed bearded axe, because it's actually one of the better axes that are available. And as for shields, here's a heavy heater shield. There you go. And yeah, we can give you a good throwing axes. Highland throwing axes. There you go. Yeah. Those do 74. Those do 70. I don't want those. We want the ones that do 74. Dope. Armed and armored, ready to roll. That's such a fun hat on you. I'm very tempted to leave it. But you're more of a two-handed guy, so we're gonna get you your throwing axes, get you prepped, get you ready. You don't gonna get a shield. Actually, you have skills in both, and honestly, like, the shield is the meta, so I'm gonna give you a shield. And a, where's my bearded axe? Where's my one-handed bearded axe? Boom, got it. Let's go to gear. You can have those. No, wait, the hat was fun. Bearskin. There you are. Just like that. That's it. Let's get down here. Woodland Chainmail does actually offer a lot more defense than the Nobleman's gear. There we go. Highland Noble Bracers. There you are. Have that instead. Let's get you some shoes. Shoes. Here, boom. And your fun hat disappeared. There it is. Got it for you. I got your back. Don't you worry, my man. Then we're gonna come up here. And, right, we're gonna switch to your civilian clothes. Get you something good. Woodland garments, there you are. Let's get you some better gloves. Apparently the bracers are ideal. And northern reinforced shoes. There we go. Now we need to get you like some kind of shoulder covering. Where is it? Cloak. Bam. Gotty. And you know what? Why don't we get you like a big old fucking crafted two-handed sword, like one of the fancy ones that I made. They now like make them. Every time I make a thing, the game's like, that's a good idea, and then makes a bunch for me. Oil, olives, beer, grapes, grain. Thankfully, buying it all out here doesn't buy any of it out here, so we're in better shape for it. Cool. Alright, so now that you guys have been armored up, Kaldaka, you... let's go into our clan here. You're going to be our clan engineer. You're going to be our engineer right now because we need you, done, to be in our team whenever we attack places so that we have better engineering, because I personally... You have 80, I have 53 in this, so it would be nice to have somebody who's able to do some of the more advanced stuff on the team. But, truth be told, I actually think it's broken, because I've had people with high engineering in the team, and it didn't give them anything. Let's recruit some troops. Let's go to the garrison, because I'm going to try something here. Let's take... we don't want militia, right? We want, like... Well, they're just going to level up, however, if they're in his army. So let's say we're going to give you all of, like, the raiders and flaxmans that we find. All the two-handed weapon fighting people. We're going to give all those to you. Well, no, because then they're just going to end up in the armies whenever I'm doing fights and stuff like that. And that's going to suck for me. So let's not do that. Let's instead take, like, Oathsworn. You know, let's take some of them. Clan warriors. Yeah. Trained warriors. Yeah, we'll take some of them out of here. And we'll put the volunteers back in. We'll do that. Whoops. I accidentally dropped in some Oathsworns. Need those. Yeah. And then there's, like, the picked warriors. Yeah, the trained warriors. Yeah, cool. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go here. And I'm going to go... Let's go. Phoenix. You got tactics, right? Where is it? Tactics. Boom. You got it. You will learn stewardship, and you will learn stuff as you go. We're going to make a party. Create a new party. We're going to do it with old Phoenix here. Done. Bam. And then we're going to go down here to all these fucking dudes I got, and we're just going to cram them all into your forces. Bap. 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 There. We're just gonna stick them all in here. See, the Oathsworn are like top tier units as well, which is really nice. And I'll give you some wolves. There you go. Some of the wolf units. Dope. All right. So you have them done. I will also make another party. Let's make another one, and this time we'll do it with Steve. Can Steve even do that right now? Oh, I think Steve escaped captivity. He's just hanging out in like a bar somewhere, so I can... No, we're going to rescue Steve. Rainer, come here. Rainer, you are going to command our mounted units. There you go. Bam. So it's not a lot, and we say done, and then I go to my kingdom tab, and I say armies, and I want to create an army, and I want to create one with you guys. party has less than 40% of its party size limit. Ah. I must give you more men. Parties. Rainer's party. Oh, I can't do anything with it yet. I have to wait. Oh no, wait, no. You're waiting just outside now. So if I leave and then I click on you... There he is. Rainer, your highness, it's been a while. And I say, let me inspect your troops. And then I have an option to be like, I want you to join my army, which is grayed out for some stupid fucking reason. Let's give you a bunch of our archers that we have. Just the bushwhackers and the freebooters and the other dudes that we need to level up. And you've got 15. So let's just give you then all the rest of our archery units. Here you go. Bam. Got it. I want you to join my army. Very well. We'll come with you. Is there anything else? I must leave now. Yes, your highness. Cool. Alright, neat. So now we have an army of like the same size as normal, but every now and then I need to come in here and I need to get the cohesion. I need to keep putting influence in there to affect our cohesion. Now we are running at a higher group of dudes. We're at 430 dudes, about the same as where we were before. But now we have room. We have room for dudes. Oh, right, yes, we're a lot further north than I thought we were. So let's go over here and recruit. I can only recruit a little bit because it's enemy territory, very technically. Very technically. Alright. Don't forget worldwide cheese heist! Worldwide. Look at all these guys are gone. But I will take your cheese. Thank you. Have a nice day. Are there any of my towns currently being burned or attacked by people I'm at war with? That is absolutely wild. I got peace with them, and them. And for some reason, that has given me, like, 10 seconds where I'm not being harassed or burned by a bunch of people. For, like, once and forever. My lord. There's, like, no people left in any of my towns, though. Y'all don't got any cheese. Makes me sad. How can this even be a part of our kingdom that doesn't have cheese? What's going on? Troops is like 3 guys. What about this town? I was just through here, like, technically by the game standards, like, the other day, but I want to do one quick sweep of some of our territories, then we're gonna get back to it. Yep. Oh yeah, I have prisoners on me I'm supposed to be killing. Forgot. Because they are our enemies, and we do not like them. And I am parading them around the field. Sorry. Where's your cheese? Cheese? You got butter. You got grapes. You got grain. Appreciate it. No cheese, though. What's going on with that? Where is your cheese? I demand cheese as tribute. There we go. We're getting some of these people joining in. And then you. You definitely. Goodbye. You and you. You guys are fucking Stygians. And you know what you did? You fucking started a war with me. So get mad about it, alright? Like, just that town fast. Thank you. Let's go. Oh, and these 2 guys were, like, getting troops as we were going along. That's really, like, because now we're up to 554, like, and we're going up in numbers? Like, why? How? I'm still like 100 shy of my maximum potential. Cheese! Cheese, and you can have some flax and clay. We got some wool. I got some shoes. The sheep and the cow I need to keep because I'm just taking money. You can just have it. It's fine. Let's go in our inventory. They're going to be mad at me for a while. A lot of people are just going to be mad. So... And yeah, killing everybody in a territory just gets us a territory. They're like, well, you're the only one who's left who can be in charge, so I guess you're in charge. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, so let's say I go to Phoenix's party, talk to party leader. Here we go, and he's like, yeah, it's been a while. That's really, look at him. That's so cool. Let me inspect your troops. Who did you pick up? Oh, it's just volunteers. You have a ton of volunteers. And a load of other dudes, like skirmishers. I want that. Yeah, pretty much like everybody except your volunteers. Like Gib. I'll give you all these dudes. You picked up a lot of extra dudes on your damn self. Good for you, man. Here, you know what? Here, have some raiders. We got some flaxmen. We got trained warriors. Those are supposed to be up your wheelhouse. We got some clan warriors. We got some more clan warriors. And the volunteers I'm going to hang on to because I have special skills that level them up. The scout, we're done. I must leave now. Thank you. I'm going to go to Rainer. Bam. I'm going to give you my cavalry. Because I've got some cavalry units that I want to give to you. Boop, there you go. Who do you got? You got them, and then you got all them, and then all these dudes that, like... that we did not originally talk about, but that's fine because you guys are gaining a lot of troops in the field as we move along. That's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, Steve is sitting at a bar. I could directly tell Doc I escaped to join battles again, or I can send in the return paperwork and drink until he actually reads the reports. Tough choice. It's our cheesedom, that's right. Our kingdom of cheese. We will have it. Oh yeah, also, let's check here. Yep, it's going down a little bit. So we just, every now and then, we pump 10 influence into it. And the game's like, alright. Yeah, dog, you keep going. And our number keeps going up. The more we just keep pumping in. And then I'm going to start moving this way. I'm going to take this castle, and I'm going to take that town, and I'm just going to sweep that way. So first, I want to go here, here, and then here. And who in the fuck? Griffdor, huh? You, friend, are about to have a bad time. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, my town's being attacked by dudes who are of almost equal size. Yeah, alright. Let's deal with you. Come here. They're like, peace to you. We were supposed to be at peace, you and I. I thought we were friends. Prepare to die. Prepare to fucking die, dog. I should also get Steve in on this. Like, I should get Steve to run a thing. And yeah, because I'm king, I just get command of all the units. Whereas, like, if I was just another soldier as a part of someone else's kingdom, then I would be in the field under command of my troops, but then other commanders who outrank me would be commanding their own troops. Now, we got way more people in the field than normal, so the game's struggling a little bit.
Follow me!
I mean, getting this to work with so many soldiers on the field so smoothly, like this smooth, is still a feat of engineering. Like, I am still insanely impressed by this. They believe themselves weaker than us, so they are sending some dudes. Yup, let's get them. I'm not even gonna set up fucking battle lines. I'm gonna come after these guys my damn self. Wham! Urgh. Fucking, you know what my problem is? I'm not using a spear, and I'm fighting dudes where you really should be using a spear. They are making a circle over there because they do not want to engage us. I am killing some of their people. Nope, that's one of ours. I'm gonna chase you into the fucking mountains if I have to. That's one. Yeah, and you're gonna run into a huge crowd of my fucking soldiers, and they're going to devour you. Everybody, get him. And you're dead, 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 and you're dead. Cool. So then let's all run down this hill here. Everybody with me. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Rainer got real fucking Jones to get in there. We've only got like 14 archers on the field at present, but that's okay, because the footmen make up the... Like, Battanian infantry are really fucking good. So I'm gonna move them into the field, and you're gonna see how and why in a brief moment. Yeah, okay. They shot a lot of arrows at me from the one side, as you can see. I'm right-handed, so they shot a bunch of arrows at me, and now I'm in like a hard. I'm not doing so hot. It's a bunch of horses and dead guys up on that hill. Feel awesome about that. All right, so tighten that up. There we go, shield wall, and then, ladies and gents, we just move. In small increments, we just move towards them.
Forward! Move!
Just inch towards them now.
Forward!
And they're like maintaining a tight formation because they don't want any of their dudes getting shot or killed or whatever. I'm gonna move the few bowmen that we have up here so they don't get like isolated and the cavalry doesn't try to take them out. We're just gonna keep moving up. Come on. I can't pull the camera out any further. And then eventually we get close enough that they run in to engage. And that's not gonna go so hot for them. Just keep an eye on the top right end of the corner of the screen, gent. Wham! And I'm just gonna get in these guys' way with the rest of my cavalry, and they just slam into us, and then I just say, hit them back, and they just fucking comb through any dudes. I hadn't even told them to kill yet, and we were killing a ton of them. There's a guy. The great battle of teal versus green. You guys, just move and shoot whoever. You guys, keep at it. You guys, get them. More of them are flooding the field. We need to be careful as more of them are appearing on the field. We need to make sure that we're in a position to attack and kill. Move the troops up. Form a line. More of our archers and soldiers are entering the field from that side as more units die and become available. That was my horse, you jag-off. Fuck. Alright, I gotta join my infantry because now I'm in shit. I'm on foot. Sucks. God damn it. Whatever. Fuck. I don't have a very good riding skill, so I can't ride this. You guys, move forward. Kill him. Dead. 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 Ow. Oh, my health. Ooh. Like, this is a feat of engineering that all of this is happening on the game field and it's not lagging like fucking crazy. Like, this is amazing. Alright, everybody! Get him! Oh! And one of them rode by and caught me. Alright, so, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say end battle. And it's like, are you sure you want to retreat? And I say, yeah, why not? This instantly ends the fight with no loss to our troops. They are now at 217, we're at 520. I say send troops, auto-resolve, done. There. We lost 80 guys, 134 dudes got beat up, but they lost everything, so fight's over. And I say, you're my prisoner now, bitch. You're my prisoner now, bitch. You're my prisoner now, bitch. Troops that I could be taking from them. None of these guys are Battanians. Oh, there's some bushwhackers in there, though. Oh, there's some volunteers. Peasants I really don't care about. Freebooters, yes. The rest are Imperial and Skulder people, and we will not taint our numbers with their weakness. Meh. I know, and it's like Doc's running around going, I can't find any soldiers, and at the same time, I'm not going to take all these soldiers. God, that's a lot of dudes, I gotta tell you. You got a big old pile of people that I'm gonna ransom off. Bring them in. Oh, I know we're over our maximum limit, but you don't gotta worry about that, my dude. Buddy, my guy. Because we're gonna immediately go into here. We're gonna go down to our little prisoner section. We got a couple of guys in here that we want, and we're gonna take. And then we got a couple of guys in here who are going to die. Because they were being a problem. There. Yeah, I know I'm over my prisoner limit. I'm aware. So let's go here. A lot of us got wounded. We're gonna keep that cohesion up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can't get allies in this game either. Like, you can pay someone to stop fighting you, but I can't be like, will you join me in a war against so-and-so? Like... Oh, there's Raynor! Oh, and Phoenix. Oh, you're in the keep. Okay. Doi. Of course you are. God, I was like, what are you guys doing in here? What's going on? I thought you were in my army. What's happening? Yeah, let's take these volunteers. As much as I would love to leave them here, I need them. And then I'm gonna go to the tavern. We're gonna ransom off most of these guys, but not all of them. So we're just gonna go do. I got a big in fight this game. I got 500 Sturgian inside a castle, and we kill 1,500 Kuzite on Z-Shield wall on the top step of the castle. Super epic gameplay. Yeah. Like, this game gets some really fucking, like, stellar combat when it gets to it. So fucking cool. Don't care about the peasants. We're just going down. Bam. There. Now we have 11 people that we would like to convert, but they don't have to join us if they don't want to. It's fine. We're gonna go to the town, and we're just gonna trade out all the shitty clothes, and all the shitty shields, and all the crummy weapons that they had. And they had a bunch of horses that I didn't care for, because they're not Battanian. We're doing a Battanians only kind of run here. There. Boom. Boom. Done. I know I'm very injured. I don't know. Oh, here, yeah, it's telling us how many of these people are wounded. A lot of them are wounded. I think over 100, but the arrow's in the way, so, like, it's hard to tell. Maybe if I go to the armies. If I go to armies... We have 570 dudes total. Right now we're at 400... Yeah, we're at, like, 160 dudes are wounded. But we can move while wounded, so let's hop out. We're not going to heal as fast, obviously, if we're doing this in the field. But, you guys are recruiting before I get a chance. Is that what's happening here? Is that what's going on? Jeez. No. Chiz. Hello, and welcome to the place where you will buy a cheese pizza. I would like one cheese pizza, please. God. Everybody's tapped out, man. Yeah, they're gaining troops in the field as we go. Oh, someone's declared war on us? I wonder who. Is it... Oh, the Aserai Kingdom? Yeah? The fucking dudes down here who I just paid off like 2 days ago? No way. Like, paying these people to leave me alone buys me like a week at best. So awful. And we're getting more people, and we're gonna recruit more troops. There we go. I'm just hitting every town I can get my hands on, man. Oh, I failed the Stop Conspiracy quest that's broken and doesn't do anything. It has no actual way of completing it properly, ever. Hooray. Oh, look, a bunch of armies in this area. Why, wouldn't it be wonderful if they came over and tried to kill me? While I was, say, attacking one of their fortresses? Besiege the castle. There we go, let's get a camp set up. My settlements are under attack. Great, cool. I'm gonna wait for them to tell me if one of my settlements is being besieged, and then I might consider hopping off. Who here got a thing? It was me. Oh, I got a leadership thing. Oh boy. Party leader and or party leader. 15% lower wage for tier 1, 2, 3, 4 troops, or 50% lower trade, or lower wage for tier 4, 5, 6 troops. That will ultimately save me more money. Because I would like to have a big thing of better, higher tier troops. Beep. I also have skills that now auto, or not auto train, but like give dudes more experience if they're lower tier. I'm hoping that not only do these guys recover from their wounds, because there's a lot of these guys that got wounded, but that I'll eventually get the skill to return these forest bandits into the Batanian Fiends, and we can get them on the up and up. Oh, look at that, a freebooter wants to join us. Cool. 2 more volunteers from you, and a caravan guard. Dope. Let's quickly put some points into... No, we don't want to disband. Put some points into that. Let's go here. Yes, I know. Let's go here. Who has gained a thing? 'Tis not me. 'Tis not. Somebody gained like a level or a skill. Whoop, there was one. You gained both. You gained one, though. Hey, it's Dr. Nathaniel Spade! You gained... You're maxed out in engineering already, so I'll give you steward skills, because you're still mayor of that town. Meanwhile, Phoenix here, I'm going to give you an extra point in leadership, and I'm going to give you an extra point in social skills. There you go. We should do cunning and tactics, though, whenever possible. Let's go clan, let's go parties, let's make a new party, and let's involve Steve. Cause I want Steve to be okay. Done. Steve's just out there somewhere now. It just was like, yep, Steve's a party. He's... Sure is. I'm like, alright. I fucking hope he's okay. Let's go to my army tab, and this army, manage. Steve doesn't have enough dudes. Steve, you need to get closer to me so that I can help you. Alright, so we finished building our thing. They have 600 dudes inside. We have not that many dudes. So let's build those, and then let's build some trebuchets, because it's fun. And then we will continue going. In addition to that, a lot of our dudes are healing over time. We've still got good food, lots of morale. They have no food. Their morale is terrible. We are building some stuff, and they're burning my villages, but they're not... Like, that's all they can do is burn my villages and kill innocent people as opposed to attacking actual structures. Like, they won't... Your settlement, Abcormer, is under attack. Yeah, I know. This settlement's under attack. This settlement's under attack. Everything, everybody, it's all on fire. I think it's just endless. It's terrible. Let's throw some cohesion on there. I want Steve to be okay. Another settlement's under attack. Jesus Christ, guys. Get your shit together. Gotta keep that cohesion high so that dudes don't start deserting the army. Our wounded are recovering, which is very good. Relation is increasing with all of our townspeople because the cities that we do own are well protected and they're well taken care of. And people that live there are fucking happy. Yeah, what do you want? Get the fuck out of here. I'll kill you, dude. I swear. I'll fucking cut your head off. Try me. Try me, bitch. Alright. What else do people... Huh? We got dudes gaining XP just by being in the party. We're just gonna level people up as we're going here. Bonk. 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 And we got some more dudes that want to join us. We got Forest Bandit, we got a Bushwhacker, we got an Armed Traitor. Traitor! There we go. Settlements under attacks. Jesus. Alright, keep pouring that in. Keep pouring on the mustard. Now, because we have such a huge army of dudes, they are going to really be trying their very best to muster all their forces to try like hell to... Like, that guy's here, and he's waiting. Which means that they have an army that is on its way. In which case, then the people inside that castle are gonna... Oops. Abcormer Castle is now being besieged. Fuck. God damn it. Let's move you to reserve. Yep. And Astor Castle. Yeah, they really like sieging those castles. Steve's army count, 67 guys, yeah. If I go back in, and I check parties, there we go, 67 out of 122. Cool. He recruited some men, it seems. Alright. So let's go to my army. Steve, get in here. And I'm gonna, yeah, I don't have to add nothing to it. He's a little ways off, according to this. He's 17 hours away, so by the time we siege this town, he should have joined us by then. Most of our wounded have healed, most being the operative word there, and a lot of our archers are being beefed. We're getting good soldiers, everybody in the field as we're waiting to attack this place. They're all training. Who has gained a level? 'Tis not I. 'Tis not I. Is it you? 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 It's you. You gained a skill in this. Healthy Scout. Here you go. Here's an extra 8 HP. Send parties to defend your villages. I can't. If I send out a group of dudes, it'll be a group of dudes of 100 men, and the groups that are attacking my villages are 700 strong, usually. So, I mean, I would. But that's unfortunately not a thing that you can do in this game. What they expect you to do is every time you make a companion, you do not keep them in your army like I did. You put them in the field immediately, you give them some veterans, and you send them off. And they run around gathering renown for you. They make money depending on where they go and what they're doing. They do all kinds of cool shit. Here we go. Attack with the siege weapons. Ah, we're being shot at. Shoot him back. Pew. 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 Blam, blam. There we go. Bam. So, we're just blowing up their shit now as they desperately attempt to shoot at us. There's Steve. Yeah, baby. Oh, boy. These guys are being real naughty. And now that we got these things and we're just like smashing the shit out of them, normally I'd be like, let's keep going until the walls are busted open, but I want to lead an assault. Steve's army is too small, unfortunately. He started with 0 guys like 2 days ago, and then he gained himself an army of like a bunch of dudes, which is amazing, and I'm super down for it. But the unfortunate thing is like we're pretty like late in the game, sort of. But even at the beginning, if I gave Steve like 100 men and was like, okay, go out in the field and defend our land, he'd be like, got it. And then an army of 700 people would just like run into him like a bus immediately and he'd die. Because that's what's happened every time I've tried to make groups of dudes and then send them out. I had like 5 at one point, just guys running around like killing off raiders and looters and like defending the one little area that we had. But then one army came through and was just like bop, 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 killed them all and then ran off. And it was like, all these people have been taken prisoner. Too bad. And I went, great, cool. And they were all deposited in a local town in Dunglinnis, so I had to go take Dunglinnis and get them back. It's a Steve! What do you mean? That is my army. Small. It's the boy. It's my boy Steve. So, we got these trebuchets set up out here, which, who fucking cares? Because we got these big ol' towers that we can put in, and we have this. Begin assault! I'm on a horse, and I shouldn't be on a horse. I don't want to be on this horse. Get me off the horse. Alright. Shields up, everyone! Oh, and some people are moving to there. You know what we're gonna do? Actually, no, the music is actually quite good. We're gonna turn that music up a little bit. Yeah, baby. Forward! Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna try to... There we go. I'm gonna block this guy so that the air... So he can push the thing and I'm gonna cover him. God, I wish this was multiplayer. At least I wish the campaign was multiplayer. That'd be fucking awesome. Big Last Kingdom vibes off this game. Get it, baby. They technically outnumber us inside that castle. We will show them that we're bad at math. Look at this shield. Like, look at the amount of arrows that I've, like, covered for this poor guy. You know what? I'm gonna switch to the other side because this person is also not using a shield, but is a much more valuable unit. So I'm gonna cover them instead. Some of the arrows are still somehow getting through, so whatever. 60 guys is nice, but it's not a 600 guy army, yeah. My shield, it's actually holding really well despite the amount of arrows that have landed in the shield here. They really do need to strike. Ooh, that's enough damage to that thing. That's not good. They need to strike a balance between, like, shields that are way too strong and shields that do nothing. Because in the first, like, Mount and Blade game, shields were like tissue paper. You could smash through them with, like, 2 hits. But in this game, shields are fucking invincible and can never be broken. Like, I have never had a shield break on me, and look at this. Look at this. What does this even? Ow, fuck. Get back to covering this guy. I'll get on the side here, because that's where the archers are. And this thing's open. Alright. Push! Break the walls! Pull! Roar! Hoo! Ah! Hoo! They're bringing in the towers. Alright. Me and my fucking pincushion thing here. I'm gonna help you guys smash this, and then I'm gonna climb one of the towers. Thanks, that's a lot of arrows. Yeah. Whew. Alright, door's busted. Tower in place. Axe out. Hup. They really do need to learn to take more than one ladder at a time, but whatever. Oh, they're throwing rocks down at them in there now. Alright, and get him! Hoo! 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 Ow! Ow! Where's my shield? Eh. Hoo! 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 There we go, push him off! Push! Finish! Alright, we're on the wall! No mercy! Whoa! Oh shit! Fuck the archers! Ah! Whoa! Whoa! Ow! Stupid walls in my way! Kill them! Oh jeez. Alright, we've cleared this area. Move in! Come, soldiers! Victory is ours! Run in! We can pick up boulders if we were defending and throw them down at the men trying to break the door. Clear the walls! These Stygian bastards! Ah, shit! Bleh! I am wounded. Oh, fuck! Our soldiers are pouring into the field, though. Roll! For the glory of our kingdom! We've just torn into the castle. The last of their soldiers now remain upon this wall. Yeah! Yeah! They're just pouring in up the stairs and through the other tower. This is so fucking rad. Oh my god. So cool. Oh, they're pouring into the tower. Are there any of them left alive? Oh, I can't go inside. With the way the camera works, I'm not allowed to go inside buildings with the camera. Which is stupid, but whatever. And we've done it! We've won the battle! 50 people in total got wounded on our side. 133 wounded, 50 dead. 96 of them got promotions. We fucking crushed them. And we take it. We do take these militia spearmen because we just put them right into the castle's garrison. Militia archers, take them. They're not great units, but they're better than nobody. Militia veteran people, veteran archers. Any Battanians? Oh yeah, we got a Flaxman in there. There's a Raider. There's an Oathsworn, that's not bad. A Battanian Hero, Fiend Champion. Nice. Oh yeah, we got another Wood Runner in there. Dope. Alright. Done. Alright. In we get all that stuff. And the game did not completely shit the bed. Dope. Alright, so now we're in this castle. Let us manage the garrison. It's a bunch of dudes that aren't really the dudes that we want. Like, I'd rather have Battanian people in here, but we do not. Oh, all the dudes I took in were prisoners. Oh. Well then, I guess we'll just have to hang on to them for the time being. There you go. There you go. Can't upgrade use. Can upgrade use, though. We got a lot of guys that are coming in at, like, the higher tier. Oh, yeah, look at those promotions. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Yeah, I'll pay it. I don't give a fuck. Manage the castle. There's, like, so much shit they never built here. I'll start with workshops, and then we'll get into gardens. Having a better granary would be nice. Training fields would be good. Siege. Workshop. Guys. I'll dump in 50,000 deniers. That'll tie you over until I come back. Additionally, get the fuck out of my territory. I run this place. You get out of here. 2 of our castles are under attack in this direction, so we gotta go get them. Which one's under siege? Did they take it or did they give up? They gave up. Which one's under attack? Abcormer Castle. This one. Alright. We are there. We're moving along. Nobody there to recruit. Look at this. 556. Oh yeah, did we gain any dudes we can kill? No? Alright, cool. Titanium Flaxman. Oh, there's a militia archer. I don't need you guys. You guys can just leave. The militia folks. If you're not going to join me directly, I'm not waiting. I'm not dragging your ass across the countryside waiting for you guys to change your mind. You can fuck right off. Oh, and then there's like 556, 681. Like, I'm barely healed from all this bullshit I had to go through. Hi. Yeah, it's been a while, as he smiles at me. I don't want to... I'm fighting so many dudes already. How much? Yeah? 300 grand? Deal. Fuck off. Get out of my country. I don't want to talk to you. You, on the other hand, what are you doing here? Oh, you don't want to talk? You walking away? Where are you going? Come here. Yeah? We're at war, dick nuts. Surrender. I have no wish to fight you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight me either. Fucking get out of here. Notice most of us are in desperate need of some R&R. Yeah, well, we can't. Like, literally the moment I enter a city and I hit wait, it just immediately goes like, all your towns are under attack and everything's on fire, and there's like 7 armies of about 600, 700 guys running around your territory, burning everything, and all of your citizens are mad that you're sitting on your ass. So, that is, like I said, this game's kind of busted, so we're just gonna have to live with it. Where's Raynor's picture? Oh, his picture is there, but it's... Alright, dog, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you, Chief. Whatever makes you happy. Alright, everybody, let's move up. Let's find some good ground. Before their fucking massive amounts of dudes come running at us. I'm liking the look of this hill over here. Let's run up here. Let's say, Bowman, you guys end up on this hill, right? Soldiers, come along this way. I am going along here. Yeah, infantry to there. Oh boy, I've got the cavalry with me. They are gonna start shooting at us. That's fine, that's fine. Footmen to there. Shields up. Get ready. Yeah, make that line, make that line. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And cut them to bits. Woof. They have an army of slaves. We have an army of trained fucking warriors. Screw you guys. Boom. Bam. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Alright, alright. We're doing well, we're doing well. Reform that line here. So the archers are protected. One of our archers is a cavalryman, it seems. Which is fine. And we got all the troops moving up. Oh boy, yep. Make a line, make a line, make a line. Let's go. And I like that they fight defensively. Ugh, I missed him. Let me get you though. Ow! Fucking. There we go. He's dead now. Everybody form that line. Form the line, goddammit. Oh, that's one of ours. I'm not used to seeing dudes. Alright. They are going to try and hold us out by taking high ground and by using archers to pepper us. We will not allow that. Move forward! Hoo! 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 And now! Oh yeah, they're just pouring over this hill into us. Whap. 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 Let me see you whap. Whap, whap, whap. Oof. Oh, yeah, I came into this fight with, like, not a lot of health. So then, again, we hit tab, quickly end the fight, because watching it play out when my soldiers are demoralized and without a leader will do bad, but if I come here and then I hit send troops, I do much better. We end up walking away with considerably less casualties. And then the game crashed. Well, you got to see a cool castle siege. You got that much, at least. Oh, Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord. I want to love you, but you're just... You're too stupid. Same reason I don't play Fallout 76. I love you so much, but you're so broken. Yeah. Jesus, Steve lost his army. So yeah, the game unfortunately turns into this like never-ending fight of you killing off a bunch of dudes, and it sucks. Games like what's the game I'm thinking of? Total War Warhammer 2. It's considerably more polished. And yeah, I don't get hey, Bannerlord is not 76, you take that back. That's true. Bannerlord is still in early access. Bannerlord didn't try to sell itself as a full-ass game when your attacks fucking heal enemies and shit. But Bannerlord and 76, for me, are in the same bin in that they're games I very badly want to play, but can't. 'Cause they're just not working yet. Like, they're just busted right now. And thank you for the subscription plan there. Oh yeah, let's top it off with this as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry that we spent so much of this. Like, I was late getting in because I needed a little bit of time to look out my window mournfully and think about what the fuck I'm doing with my life, which is entertaining you guys. And I love this, and I love your support, and I'm not going to stop doing this as long as we continue, obviously, putting on content that I agree with, and we continue getting support like this. Like, I am not going to stop doing this. I love this so much. But, like, playing Mountain Blade, and my mind just went to, like, a really ugly, dark place where I started missing playing World of Warcraft. And it's just because I've been playing Final Fantasy, and it's an MMO, and I love Final Fantasy, but, like, it's that, like, you're dating a girl and she's really nice, but God, you miss that one girl you dated a long time ago, and you guys had some really good times, but that relationship just wasn't going anywhere good, and you guys both decided that it was better you see other people because, you know, it just wasn't a good time. But you still miss the good times. Like, I don't like World of Warcraft. The fucking... I mean, I want to say, like, Blizzard got up to some ugly shit, but it was their branch in China that got up to some ugly shit, and then their fucking partnership with Activision caused them to make some really stupid business decisions, and put them in a really ugly place. They should have responded faster, but, again, they're under contract and shit with the branch in China, so they really couldn't do a lot of stuff. But what it boiled down to was, I played that game for over 15 years. I played it for about 10 years with my brother. And some of my best gaming memories was playing that game with my brother. And playing it, at least when I used to play it, reminded me of that. It made me happy. It's a lot like watching Supernatural for me, where it's a show that I watched with my brother, and it was good when it started, and then it was awful. Like the most recent seasons. I'm sorry if people are a fan of the most recent seasons of Supernatural, but they were just terrible. You know what? I'm just gonna go like this. Boop. Before we get to the Regaful. The most recent seasons of Supernatural were just terrible, but I still watched them because it reminded me of watching the show with my brother, and it had good brother feels, and I enjoyed it, and it's like all the same characters and kind of the same setting, despite the fact they kept moving things around. and the story just got shitty and the writing got bad and whatever, but it was still supernatural, so I still kept watching it and I still enjoyed it. WoW's not a good game. I mean, there are things that World of Warcraft does that I like more than Final Fantasy. I like the fact that in World of Warcraft, your class can be customized. Like, if I'm playing a warrior, I'm not just a guy with a two-handed axe. Like, I can play with two-handed different weapons. I can play with two-handed weapons. I can do a shield and a weapon. I can do two one-handed weapons. There are 3 different specs within each class. There are multiple talents you can choose within each spec. So there's like a lot of customization that comes into how a character plays in that game. And I preferred that system only because it lets you develop, in my opinion, just for roleplay purposes, lets you develop a character more. That you can be like, this guy is a fucking herbalist and a druid, and like, yeah, and you can build a character in that regard, that they have abilities and stuff that are specific to them. Whereas, like, I'm playing my fighter dude in Final Fantasy as, like, a fighter dude, but I can also just at any point in time be like, there, I'm a fucking white mage now. Like, and then it's like, there's at no point in time can, like, a physicist be like, and I'm a pro football player, let's do this. Like, it's silly to me, but I know a lot of people prefer that system because it's a lot more, customizable. You don't have to make alts. You can just have one character that does it all kind of situation. And I get that. The way that WoW's built it is you can start another character, but like all your mounts, all your achievements, and all that stuff that would be shared with your one character in Final Fantasy are shared across all your characters in World of Warcraft. So you make different characters. Yeah, you go start in the miners first. And that's the thing, is that like there isn't the huge difference between having alts in each of the games, in the sense that if I change my job in Final Fantasy, I still have to start leveling myself up from nothing, whereas if I want to play a different class, I would start a new character and have an alt. And that's it. Like, they share all of the other stuff, like pets and achievements and mounts and all that other stuff. So, yeah. It's just, yeah, in a roleplay kind of way, sort of unicorns, yeah. It's like, it's a bit strange to me, I suppose, that like a person can just put on every hat, and I'm like, and yeah, I just, like, I understand that WoW's not the better game. I don't like anything that they're doing with the story right now. I liked Battle for Azeroth, just because it got back to the old, like, you know, faction war, which I enjoyed. But on the same token, I fucking love the fact that there is not a faction war in Final Fantasy. You don't have to do that. You can be any fucking race you want. If I'm coming in and I want to be a human and you want to be an elf and this other person wants to be a cat person, we don't have to pick what faction and one person has to be the odd guy out. Like, you can just go play the game. It's fine. It's okay, and it's so rare for an MMO to not have a weird faction war system, because WoW did it, and WoW is successful, so they wanted to have that. And I get it, because on one token, having a faction war system for games like World of Warcraft really brought players in, because having a red versus blue kind of mentality got people playing the game. It got people excited about being Horde or being Alliance and fighting the other guys. Excuse me. It's just, yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly the thing. It's sort of like, I don't have to play other classes if I don't want to, and I don't, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna play through it as a big sword guy with my big sword, and/or warrior, because I've been enjoying, despite the fact I'm using a two-handed axe, I enjoy the class fantasy of being too angry to die. So I might just continue doing more of that. Whatever. I wanted to do that at least once. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that, so it's fine. And I promised myself that I would get through like all of the extra stuff, because like we had friends and fans and wonderful people who like bought expansions and shit like that from me, that made it good for me to get into the game. Made it really easy for me to jump in. So I told myself, like, I promised myself, I'm gonna get to the end of the stories. Like, no side quest stuff, no leveling alts, no leveling jobs, or any of that other shit. I'm just gonna get to the end of the story, and if I'm gripped, and I'm having a really good fucking time, then I'm gonna stick around. If I get to the end of all of this amazing story and music and wonderful shit, which honestly, even though I'm going through it very quickly, I'm still having a good time with it. If I get to the end of all of that and I'm still like, about the story, then I'm not going to play it anymore. Because as much as I love the game and I love my community and my friends, I'm not going to play a game that I don't like or a game that doesn't make me happy. And that's not to say I'm going to go back to World of Warcraft. I'm just going to play something else that I enjoy. I'm going to find other games like Mount and Blade for me to focus on for a little bit, and then when it turns out I can't play it because it's buggy as fuck and there's no end game, and you just, every time anyone plays it, they get stuck in this, like, endless fighting off thousands of dudes every day bullshit, then I politely admit that the game's still in alpha and move on to another game. Like, it's its own thing. Thank you, Naradazuma. I'm glad you say so. Yeah, the only game where I enjoy Faction Wars is PlanetSide, MMO FPS. Most of the community chats are just people bantering at the other factions. Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of PlanetSide before. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember. My brain is a bit mush these days. To be fair, though, I'd rather my brain be a bit mush on my medication and me be able to function a lot more throughout the day-to-day than my brain be sharp and capable of doing all the wonderful, fantastical things that it does, and me also be literally dying of stress. So, this is better. Being a little mush brain every now and then, it's pretty good. Having a bit of square brain every other day feels good. I feel like there's things in MMOs for everyone to enjoy. You just gotta find what you like. Yeah, and also, like, there is always going to be the allure for me to go back to the familiar. Like, one of the reasons why I've started getting those dark feelings of going back to World of Warcraft was because I know that game. I know the lore. I know, like, all the shit that's been going on in that whole scenario. I know what everything looks like. I know the characters. I know the stories and places. I know that I can go to a place and get a cool setting. I know how all the mechanics work, so every time I need to fucking get through a map or go somewhere, I know where it is. I don't have to be like, fuck, I gotta push this button to go out, and then what's this? It zoomed me all the way out. Now I have no idea where the fuck I am, or what to click on to go back to where. Like, I just get lost. Like, at no point in time playing Final Fantasy XIV have I ever known where I was in the world. I'm constantly lost. So it sucks. Like, they're like, yeah, you're in Limsa Lominsa. I'm like, where the fuck even is that? Like, and I go to the mainland, and I'm fighting monsters, and I'm like, cool, I'm done this quest. Now I have to go turn it in to someone. I don't know. Like, there's no markers that's telling me where to go. And then if I click on the map, they're like, this is where you are, like, right here. I'm like, cool, can I go out, like, one level? And look, because in WoW, I just right-click, and it goes out one level, and it still shows you where you are when it zooms out by one. And then you can zoom into certain areas if you need to, just by clicking on it. It lights up. It's very intuitive. But it's like, no, you gotta click a button on the map, and it zooms you out to the world map, and then you have to figure out where the fuck you are. And yeah, I haven't spent 50 levels running around it, so I don't know where I am. And like I said, it's not better, it's just more familiar. So it's going back to that old ex who wasn't, like, good for you, but, like, you had some really good times together, and you really know each other. It's familiar, it's home, you know, it gives you that feeling, and you want to get back to it, but you know it's bad. Like, I've got no fucking interest in the latest expansion that they're doing in World of Warcraft. It's like the weird afterlife thing, and I actually hate it. I hate it, so I just, yeah. Like, but I still have this, like, oh, but I miss hanging out in the gardens and fucking Stormwind and just chatting with people and, like, fuck. Oh yeah, Assorted Unicorns. Also, guess what? You get 2 tickets. You get 2 tickets to the Raggerful. Assorted you get 2 tickets. Steve, you get 2 tickets. Here you go. I'm just gonna add you in here, because I'm just doing a little Final Fashion 14, yeah. Now, that I like about Final Fantasy. I mean, the fact that I can't unequip my weapon pisses me off because I'm standing there in the wedding, like, I don't want to have a giant axe in my fucking back. I just want to stand here. Can I do that? And they're like, gotta have that axe. Can't not have it. But the glamour system is very cool because I get to press a button and do a cool thing, and wow, now I'm in a different outfit. That's cool. And it doesn't cost me any fucking money. I know that it used to cost money in fucking Final Fantasy, but now, like, the gems that you get, the glamour gems that you use to create glamour sets and stuff like that, or to put your clothing, your items into the glamour chest, it costs like nothing. Whereas, you can hide your weapon in your equipment screen. Oh, see? Didn't know that. I just tried to remove it. I tried to unequip and take it off. And the game was like, no, you can only replace this with a different axe. Only this axe can be replaced with a different axe. But I can just, like, hit a button and change outfits. And it's all based on, like, the chest back in the hotels. Which is cool. Like, that's very cool. You should be able to put one of those chests in, like, your FC. Like, in your guild house. Stupid if you don't. That's another thing. The guild houses, that's cool. I agree that they wanted to be like, you have to do a land claim, but it's not like that other game that we were playing where, like, the land claims just turned into a bunch of bullshit and it just looked terrible. In this one, it's like, no, we have all of these plots of land and they're all going to be worth this much money and you just have to be the first in line to fucking get it. And they're very, very expensive, and you have to keep paying rent, or not paying rent, but, like, people in your guild need to be on and using the space, or else it defaults and someone else can buy it. Yeah. So that's the thing. But it's the thing, it's like, it's tiny quality of life stuff that I kind of miss, just because the game doesn't tell you that stuff. And Arcade, that was it. Arcade. They were like, it's like Black Desert Online was just like, this is a house, you can rent it and it costs this much, and everyone can rent the same space. And if you want to have friends over, you just, when they come up to the door, they just choose you from a list of friends who live in this location, and they come in and it loads that space. It just loads in all your furniture, and then it's like, cool, this is your house. And every time you run up to the door, if you just walk in, the game's like, this is your home, and it loads it in for you. It's a very cool way of doing that. It's instanced housing. They could do that in World of Warcraft like that, but they won't. It would make them so much money if they decided to do guild housing, or even just player housing. And players could then, like, quest to find furniture, or they put a different, like, fucking like furniture crafting or carpenter or whatever, and gave stuff to, like, tailors and blacksmiths and whatnot, like gave them extra things to craft furniture, blah blah blah. But it's one of those kind of situations. If you don't level skip like we did, but yeah, that's okay. I'll show you sometime. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that, like, I jumped through a lot of the games, so a lot of it is still very foreign to me. And it's one of those, like, I will ask questions when I have questions kind of situation, like, how do I use the maps, or what's going on. I got frustrated with it recently because, like, I got teleported to where the wedding was happening, and I'm like, oh, I need to go get a suit. And they were like, yeah, just go to Ul'dah, and across the street, there's a person there, and I found them easily enough. Like, across the street from the main crystal, there's a person who can sell you a suit. Dope. Got it. Love it. How do I get back? Where were we? And I went to the main crystal that was outside the wedding hall, which, why is the wedding hall in the woods behind a bunch of monsters? What is that even? But I go to the main crystal that's outside there, and I click on it, and they're like, yeah, this is the crystal for Flabbity Blue. And I'm like, I don't know where that is, or what is this in reference to? Are we in the forest part of the map? So I just set that crystal as my home location, jumped to Ul'dah, grabbed my suit, and then hit return to come back, and then walked back to the thing, because I was like, I don't want to be the only asshole here not in a suit. Like, sucks. Yeah, I miss Black Desert Online some days, because, like, the character creation in that was fucking dope. And the housing stuff and the jobs were fucking dope, and just a lot of the really cool stuff they had going on was really cool, but it just, like, that game had no story. We even tried to look for the story, and they were like, yeah, there's these, like, two kingdoms that, like, they kind of don't like each other, but eh. And I was like, okay. And they're like, and there's this, like, cup of fart that's following you around. This angry, like, turd with teeth that comes out of your butt every now and then and talks to you about stuff, but, we're not going to really tell you what's happening. And I was like, I don't like this. And I was like, right, no, because this is a Korean MMO. They're not real big on story, it seems, or at least not story that makes any fucking sense. It was voice acted, though, and the voice acting was awful, and I loved it. It was just the worst voice acting ever, and I just, and yeah, no, Black Desert Online was super grindy. Super fucking grindy. Oh my god. I mean, it was, to be fair, as far as grinding games go, Black Desert was the most fun to grind in a game that I've ever had. Excuse me. Hands down. I get real gassy this time of day because I guess I'm gross. I don't know. But like, the fact that you'd run into an encampment of enemies and they'd all rush at you and you'd be like, whoosh, and you do like a cool like big stomp ability or swing your big sword around or like shoot out a bunch of like fire and explosions and shit or like punch your way through them with crazy powers depending on the class you were playing. It felt so fucking good. And it didn't have the stupid action bar that was like, push this button to do this thing. It's like, no, you like did forward and left click or forward and right click or sideways and left click or right click. And then like, oh, you do forward, left click, and then you do back right and like left click. And you would like do cool combo abilities and shit. And it was fucking cool. And it's, if you wanted to get out of the way of an attack, you just moved out of the way. When a dude was swinging his weapon at you, if you dodged backwards, you dodged the attack. And when you attacked dudes, you actually had to hit them with your attack in order for it to fucking register. Like, it was cool, and it felt cool to play, but it was grindy as shit, and there was no story. Despite the fact that I was having an amazing time playing it, I didn't give a shit about anything that was happening in the world. Why do I care? Why do I care what's happening here? I don't care. I'm leaving. Because they're like, well, we haven't even gotten to the desert. That's the main game. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm fucking walking around here for all goddamn day fighting stupid goblins or something. And then, like, what was the biggest shock for me was that the game was so fun for combat, but I, like, opened a business in the first major town that you get to, and, like, bought an apartment there, and then hired a bunch of NPC employees to run the business for me, which is, like, a mining operation, and then selling those goods on the market. And I was supposed to be a fucking wizard, but then I woke up one day, and it had been, like, 3 weeks since I'd killed any monsters. I had just been sitting at a desk in a video game doing paperwork, for 3 weeks, enjoying it, mind you. But I kind of like sat up suddenly and I was like, wait a minute, I'm a fucking wizard. What the hell's going on? Like, I'm supposed to be outside killing people. What the fuck? Like, that game was cool, man. But I just didn't give a shit about anything that was happening. I didn't care about any of the characters. I didn't care. But like, and they introduced you to like all of 2 people, one of whom was the turd with teeth, the dark spirit, which, like, they didn't explain like almost anything, and that was actually a thing that I really enjoyed, because I'm just gonna talk for a little bit while. If you want paperwork, just play Eve. I watched my brother play Eve, and he liked it because it was, he was just a blue collar spaceman. He was just driving a space trucker. That was it. And he loved it. He'd drive out, mine a bunch of rocks, make some good money, put it in his hauler, drive back and sell it. And that's it. Like, he had a good time. And that was it. Then they tried to put a function in the game where you could actually sit inside your ship with your own character or lounge inside like a spaceport lounge thing, but it was so poorly optimized that the second you did it, it would melt your computer. And he tried to show me. He's like, watch this. And he pulls up like a little thing in his computer that shows his like computer's temperature. And he had a whole bunch of very sophisticated cooling shit in his tower. And then he just loaded into the room. And he's just standing in the room doing nothing by himself. And the temperature is just like... like just rockets all the way over, and then he's just like, and turn off computer, like fucking shut it down, and goes, and then goes back down. And I was like, what the fuck was that? He's like, yeah, that's this game. So what are you doing? Like, yeah, if I want to be a space trucker, play Rebel Galaxy. I've honestly had the most fun playing FF14 role-playing with people, like with my guild mates, or just random people. I've made a character on their RP data center specifically to roleplay. That's cool. I haven't gotten to that point of the game yet, but I'm hoping to. And it's again, it's one of those, like, if I care, once I get to the end of the expansions, if this is a world that I care about and want to continue playing in, then I will. You know, just straight up role-playing in a game is usually not enough for me. One of the reasons I liked doing it in WoW was because I knew the world, I knew the characters, I liked the setting, and I was familiar with it, so I liked playing in that space. Except for Goldshire. Don't ever go to Goldshire. Sweet Jiminy Jesus on a cracker. Don't do it. I needed to go down there to, like, buy an item one day, and I didn't get 2 feet into that town before people started whispering me all kinds of inappropriate shit. And I was like, ah! Like, turned invisible and ran away. I was like, ah! Oh. Yeah, knowing the setting's a big thing. Like, if people come at me and start talking to me about all kinds of wacky shit, and also, just the naming conventions in this suck. Like, no offense, but Final Fantasy XIV's naming conventions suck. I hate them. They're, like, impossible to pronounce, and most of them are like, yeah, you don't say this in any way the way that it sounds. I miss fucking simple-ass games where they're like, this guy's Greg, or that dude over there, that's fucking, like, Anduin. It's, like, a handful of characters, also, by the way. Like, Grekthar, like, something that's, like, an orc name. Goldshire is the kind of place where you need to roll your windows up. Goldshire is the erotic roleplay central of the roleplay servers in World of Warcraft. I moved to a roleplay server, Moonguard, I think, is what it's called. So that I could roleplay with people, because I had no friends who were playing WoW. So I just moved to the server, started trying to find people that I could, like, join a guild, and just something to do with my few hours that I have in the evening when I'm not researching something. I was like, I'm just going to do this for a little bit to unwind, just escape, right? Specifically on Moonguard, yeah, they're so annoying to pronounce. Thank you. Steve sasses me about it all the time. Yeah, it's... Yeah, in defense of the names, it was originally in a language with a totally different grammar structure. Yeah, well, you know who speaks a different fucking language? Night Elves in WoW. You know what kind of names they've got? Normal-ass names. Like, they're fantasy names. Fantasy names. Not like, I still can't pronounce half the names that are in the game. I'm still saying them wrong. Almost all of them. I can't say anyone's name correctly in Final Fantasy. Like fucking Papa John's is like the only guy. Even then, I'm still saying that wrong. God. Illidan. There. Easy. And not only that, but they say his name like a bunch. Arthas. God. Uther. Like, they just... A different language. I mean, Japanese versus English. I'm pretty sure, estimating that half the names in Final Fantasy are French. Which is why I can't pronounce them correctly. Because I suck at French. And a lot of them are spelt in no way the way that they sound. And it's just... Ugh. Look at Bob, Jim Bob, Lady Bob, Booby Bob. Oh, the cutscenes start getting more voice acting in Heaven's Word. Good. Thank you. Because, I mean, it's nice. Like, Louis Sois was a name that took me a while to get, but I only ever got, like, the hint that it was French because it had a lot of X's in it. A lot more than normal. Yeah, no, a lot of the names in Final Fantasy are based off Latin for the Garlean Empire. The Garlean Empire are Latin-based. The elves are French-based, I think. and then like the Hell's Guard and the cat people have like their own naming conventions entirely, which like I don't know. It's just like when they're like, yeah, these are dwarves and they have these names, and you're like, yeah, that's a dwarven name. And then they're like, these are elves, they got names like Sylvanas, and I'm like, yeah, that's an elfin name. And they're like, this is Anduin, he is the prince of humans, and I'm like, yeah, that's a human name. Like, that's a fantasy human name. Like, I feel that. Yeah. yeah, Rin Tin Tin. Because I sat down and tried to pronounce that asshole's name like 7 times, and I couldn't. Because there's a bunch of letters just in a row that don't go together. So, like, Rin Tin Tin, congratulations. Like, if I have to start renaming people, that's bad, dude. Like, it sucks. I have a document with all the naming conventions of the Final Fantasy races if anyone cares to look at it. Like, the fact that that's a thing, like, is cool. And it makes it so that if you're into it and you want to, like, fucking just sink your teeth into this, like, cool new world that has all these cool shit things in them, then it's awesome. But, like, for me, I want to get into it, but at times it's just exhausting. And it sucks on occasion getting into it, because in order to reach the enjoyment on the other side, that is in the gooey chocolatey center of Final Fantasy XIV, I have to get past like a completely different UI, which is not as intuitive sometimes, like a completely different class and race system, and then a lot of reading, because it's a Final Fantasy game. Because any Final Fantasy game, pick one. There's just a mountain of text all the time. And a lot of that stuff, in order to get to the point where you're like, yeah, I'm getting these good MMO feels, yeah. Right? Like, it's certainly, there's like, it's a hurdle. There's a big old hurdle to get there. And I'm gonna get over it. Like, I'm gonna play this game. It just sucks. Like, the game doesn't... Oh, and of course, it would be wild to assume that this game wouldn't, like, draw me in the same way that WoW did, because I've played WoW for over 15 years, and I played it with, like, my brother for a decade, and I've been consuming not only World of Warcraft, but, like, StarCraft, and Heroes of the Storm, and the fucking Diablo, and, like, all their other cool related content, like, for just my whole ass life, pretty much, like, my whole adult life. And most of my teenage years I've been consuming these games. So it would be silly for me to be searching for those same feelings in Final Fantasy, like, within the first few hundred hours of gameplay. It's one of those, you gotta commit in order to get to the point where it's awesome. You gotta commit to the bit. You gotta get right in there. You gotta put a ring on it, dude, because you're gonna be here for a while. Yeah, so that's that. We still got 17 people here, despite the fact that I've just been ranting for the past, like, 30 minutes. Sorry about that, folks. I went and blew most of my opinions on the not opinion stream. Oops. I'm just kidding. I have so many more opinions about things. Oh my god. I could just talk about that shit for hours. Yeah, I get stuck in WoW mostly because I played Warcraft 3 growing up and even played WoW during its beta. Yeah, that's it, man. It's just, I played it a lot and I loved it, and it's nice. Like, it's just nice to play a game that's fun and doesn't fucking, Yeah, there's a lot of nostalgia and it feels good. Nostalgia's a good feeling, man. That's why people like 8-bit games, like fucking Castle Crashers and Death Road to Canada and stuff. Like, this is not cutting-edge graphics, but people like playing it because it's fun, and it harkens us all back to a time when we played games like this that were really fun. Mario Maker is one of Nintendo's most successful games, and it's literally just, hey, remember Mario? Like, make your own levels, asshole. You think you can do better? Get it. Like... Oh, thank you, Assorted Unicorns. I'm glad you guys like listening to me just get passionate about stuff. I've had a small glass of cola. Now I'm getting I'm chatty. I'm getting all chatty now. I'm gonna have some water. All right, so tomorrow might be 420 days to die because we hit that mark, and I'm still like, even when we move from doing primarily fantasy games, because I want to wrap up the fantasy games that we got here. Like, I want to wrap up Divinity, even though that's probably going to take a while. When is the next Death Road to Canada stream? I'm not sure. I don't have it on my list right now. I've got, like, a list of games, like XCOM and BattleTech and Titanfall 2 and, like, maybe Scrap Mechanic, because testing this out, it's actually pretty fun, but, like, you want to play it with friends and you want to play, like 3 people. Like, tops. Like, 3-4 people. Excuse me. And then just, like, build stuff together, because the goal of that game is to survive and then eventually break into a huge factory full of giant deadly robots and get something from there. And then that's the end of the game, pretty much. But, like, maybe I'll do that. But they're all like, tech-themed games that I want to get into, but I want to wrap up my fantasy games first. We did a bunch of zombie games, and then we started doing a bunch of fantasy games, and now I want to do some tech games, but I want to, like, move the theming over. So, like, I want to finish up Divinity. I want to get to a point where I'm comfortable in Final Fantasy, where I'm going to be doing a lot of the side questing and the small quests on my own off air, and then when I hit a main story quest, I will stream it. And we can all play that together and have a good time. And that'll hopefully be more fun, as I will be more acclimated with what's going on and stuff. It makes me sad to see how it is today. And then they put salt in that wound by screwing up the remaster for Warcraft 3, which also ruins the classic game client. Yup, that fucking pissed me off. Oh shit, Party Hard's in the Ragaful? Hell yeah, dude. We got Little Inferno, we got Party Hard, and we got Graveyard Keeper. Graveyard Keeper was so much fun, and a part of me wants to go back and play that game again at some point when they add more content, because I know they're adding more stuff to it. Not as, like, a full-on DLC, but they're just going to be like, here's a few quality of life changes, and here's a couple other things, because it's like, how would you like to play, like, Stardew Valley except zombies? I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. I'm actually playing Scrap Mechanic right now. The game's a bunch of computer logic stuff in it, so this is going to hold me for a while. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, if you get, like, 3 people that are entertaining and have a genuine interest in this kind of stuff, then you can get together and play some Scrap Mechanic, and I think it'd be fun to stream that, like, once a week or something. But yeah, Final Fantasy and 7 Days to Die are going to move into, like, a once-a-week kind of thing, so I'll probably do Final Fantasy on, like, Sundays, maybe. I might do 7 Days to Die on, like, Saturdays or Fridays, maybe. Same as, like, D&D's on Thursdays. At least until we lose interest in it and move on to other things, but then we're going to be stocking up the new things. Like, I'll be doing Titanfall, like, playing through the story mode Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then maybe on the other days, like, you know, Friday, Saturday, depending on how fun it is. And then same thing with the Chimera Squad for XCOM. We're going to be getting into that. And we're going to be getting into BattleTech for a while, because BattleTech is also a tactics game, but is based more around a bunch of people and giant robots. And then hopefully by that time, my fucking index will be here, and I'll be able to play cool VR games for a while. And then that will be the next list, is like, okay, cool, we got VR. We're doing VR games for a bit. Like, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna be a good time. I just want to see more games where you make us subscribers in it. Me too, Rainer. Like, I got really excited about Mount and Blade because I could make versions of you guys. What bothered me was that you were either in my army and then you just disappeared amongst the hundreds of dudes who were there, or you were out in the field, in which case I couldn't see where you went. Like, when I put a dude in the field and I give him men and he runs off to go do stuff, I actually lose sight of him. He's gone. As long as he's out of my immediate view, all of a sudden he vanishes. I'm like, that sucks. I liked making you guys in fucking Total War Warhammer, which I want to get back to at some point down the road, because that game's fucking awesome. But Total War Warhammer, I loved that, because I could make each of you a general of an army, and whenever you guys went in to go fight stuff, I could, like, just be like, go, and then zoom in and get really cool cinematic shots of, like, Clay tearing through, like, whole groups of soldiers at a time. Like, that shit was awesome. That shit was fucking cool, dude. XCOM, I can make versions of all of you guys, and then, like, 8 at a time sends you out on the thing, and then when you go to kill a dude, it, like, zooms in, and when they attack you, we can be like, oh no, fucking Rainer got shot, like, it's awesome. I like that content, man. I like making that stuff. It's unfortunate that the larger our community gets, the more and more people we have to add to that pool, and the harder and harder it gets to do that thing. So I might sometime down the road make like a Patreon tier for that, to be like, if you want to have a version of yourself made in our games, or be sort of like top of the billing for when it comes to seats of availability that we have for multiplayer games, then you donate this much. But I need to fix a lot of the links that are down below the stream here, as well as that and the website and a bunch of other shit. I've just been swamped with work. TW just had a big update for the orcs. Yeah, I still need to check that out. Love smashing things with Du Bois. Yeah, the orcs were, I mean, no offense to people that like orcs, in Total War Warhammer 2, the orcs were just kind of shitty. And they made when they released a new general, the Paunch, a guy with a great big belly, they made a bunch of, like, adjustments. It's the same thing as when they did Vampire Coast, and they were like, cool, so here's the Vampire Coast, and here's a bunch of new mechanics for them, and all the other undead people that are on the map. Like, you got all these new mechanics now, here you go. I'd say enforce subs, but pretty much everyone is subbed currently. Yeah, like, there's a lot of people who are subbing. Also, at some point, I want to make a move from... Oop, hit the numlock. I want to make a move from subs to Patreon. So subs on Twitch, I want to move to Patreon subscriptions instead. Because you will be paying the same amount of money, but I will be able to more closely track who's paying what where for what services, as well as who is doing what in what position. As well as we receive more money from that. Like, if you subscribe here on the stream, you pay $5, I get maybe $2 out of that. Whereas on Patreon, you pay $5, I get $4.98. like I get all that money, as opposed to almost half. So you get to pay the same amount, I go to the thing, except for me, who goes from free to $5 a month. Well, I mean, yeah, it automatically charges your cards, and I don't like that. I mean, some people would prefer to have a subscription as opposed to having to redo it every month. Yeah, it is like a sandwich a month. At like $5 or $10, that is a very small amount of money every month to support content. Which, like, I see... Oh, God, I don't want to get too much into this because it's a huge rant for me. I see both sides of that argument, where people are like, oh, I can't afford to sub this month, and I'm like, it's $5. You can't afford $5 fucking dollars? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, are you so bad at money management? Are you so poor that you don't have $5 goddamn dollars right now? Like, Jesus. But on the same token, it's like, I'm internet panhandling. Like, I'm making content for you guys to consume and enjoy, and I hope that some people will support. You by no means have to support me in doing this. Even if you consume my content, all of my content is up front, available for everybody for free. And then if people want to support me to continue doing this, then they can. And that's it. That's it. That's the end. Because there's some people that are like, no, only my streams are going to be for people who are subscribed. And only when they subscribe at a certain tier. And only my chats will be for subscribers at a certain tier. Which is like $10 or $15. So it's like, if you're paying $15 a month, then cool, you can watch the show. But it's like some opinionated chick talking to a fucking camera for 3 hours a day or some crap. It's not worth it. But Was like, I like to make this content for people that can afford stuff and some people that can't, because honestly, as it stands, I've been in situations where like I can't afford to pay $5 for entertainment this month. Like, I've had to cancel subscriptions to certain games. I've had to cancel Netflix and like other things like that because I didn't have the money. And that's fair. Yeah, and it's like having control for not using like Patreon. And there's a lot of people that are like, well, I want to control when I do and don't sub. How and when and if I buy bits. And you can still do that. But what we're going to be doing is shifting people from just subscriptions here, like the $5 and $10 and $15 subscriptions. We're going to be looking at moving those from here to Patreon, because that will give us A, more income, and B, it'll be a lot easier for us to track who's subscribing, how much, and why. So that we can develop different content for certain people that are supporting us here. So yeah. Yeah, I got Twitch Prime for my mom's Amazon Prime, who pays for it for 2 days shipping. Yeah, like a lot of people also subscribe here because of Amazon Prime, and they get their additional benefits. Like, you subscribe for Amazon Prime, not only do you get access to like the Amazon Prime television thing, like their version of Netflix, but then you also get free shipping. So if you buy stuff on Amazon, you get free shipping. It pretty much pays for itself in like 2 things that you buy off their fucking website. And then you can throw an extra $5 at somebody on Twitch. Like, it's fucking crazy. So, like, it works out if you're kind of doing that. But on the same token, like, we still need to do what's responsible for us here at Evil Inc., right? Like, I still need to be responsible with our income here. And I need to look for ways to better manage our income and to better maximize that income. So if there's like 1 or 2 people that are like, nah, I'm going to keep subscribing on Twitch, I'll be like, sure, go for it. Continue doing that. I am going to be moving this over to Patreon so that lots of people can get in on that. And when people do, I'm still going to get a notification at the bottom that says so-and-so's, coming on in for it. Or I might turn that off and then put it in the credits at the end. So at the end of every stream, you're going to see a list of all the people that are subscribed on Patreon. Stuff like that. Excuse me. But yeah, you can hook that up to Streamlabs. Like, you can hook your Patreon up to there, and then, because if you can get the notifications, I'm sure you can get a list, and then maybe control that. If you can't, that's a huge missed opportunity on their part. Yeah, I feel like you can choose Patreon month. Yeah, and you can choose Patreon month by month. You can have it so it's non-renewable. You just subscribe, and then if you want to continue, then it will notify you, like, your subscription is up. You're no longer a part of this. If you want to continue, you got to hit the button. Same as usual. But yeah, so, and then it'll also, if we have a centralized Patreon, it'll also allow us to control the donations and incoming funds that we have for other facets of our business once we get back to it. Things like making videos, going to conventions, and other events and content that we want to create. So that's a cool thing. Random question. How many people can you make a VIP on this channel? I don't know. You can make people VIPs? I can look at that. I can block and report. I can ban or make them a mod or give them a timeout. I can see when they created their account, when they started following, and what tier subscriptions and stuff they've got, but that's it. Yeah. Yeah, I bought a lot of stuff on Amazon Prime has come through with the free shipping. Yeah. No, me too. Like, a lot of the equipment that I'm getting, for example, this microphone should be hooked up tomorrow, because tomorrow I should be receiving in the mail my cable that will connect this to my computer. And then we'll be trying it out with a new mic. We're going to see if the new mic works. And if it does, then done. Got it. Thankfully, my whole system has already been set up to use voice mods, so I just have to go in here, go to like settings, and then change the input device from this microphone to this microphone. And then that'll be it. Yeah, I've been getting packages almost every day because I can't leave my house. You and me both, dog. If I could buy groceries online for a reasonable fucking price, then I would. Yeah, there we go. Gib. I always keep it minimized. I don't put it in a little thing down there. It scares me. I don't trust it. I say that a lot. Alright. Also, Tonberry was feeling pretty tired, so she couldn't come in and mod for us today. I want absolutely none of you people to fucking give her slack about this. Okay? If I hear anybody giving her flack about the fact that she wasn't modding tonight or something like that, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off. That poor woman is overworked. She needs a break. VIPs are valuable members of a streamer's community who are, that probably has a minimum of 10. They're recognized with a special badge. Streamers unlock 10 VIP slots by completing the Build a Community achievement, 50 followers, and 5 unique chatters in a stream. This continues to scale 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 badges being available at that many unique chatters. Okay, good. Yeah, no, oh no, she does a lot. She would do anything like that. I know. Yeah, I'm also happy that she took a night off. She does overwork herself. That poor woman. Good lord. I mean, that's why we have like 5 or 6 mods so people can take breaks. She deserves a break. Yeah, that's why we have mods. We have more than one person. It's not just Steve anymore. Fuck. Good. Am I gonna have to bust some kneecaps? They had better not. It's just that she works so hard, and I worry that, like, people are fucking giving her flack about something, and I don't know if anyone is, but I want to head that off at the pass to, like, please be nice to our moderator team and our staff that volunteer their fucking time to work here, because they're working for free and volunteering to be here, and we love them very much. So, yeah. Steve is usually busy with work anyways nowadays. He is, and I love and miss him very much. Because he my boy. Borrow my bat for such an occasion. Oh, my favorite things. Busted up kneecaps all tied up in strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Yeah, please be kind. We all love being here, and so does Todd, but everyone needs a break. Exactly. But I got a beef with this quad guy who's threatening to ban me earlier. Doc, you can make somebody a VIP by the command VIP username. What does that do, even? Like, what does that do? I'm glad Steve misses us as well. It's not one side missing. Ugh. So if anyone actually badmouthed Tonberry, the entire Eveling community would mobilize and destroy them. Good. Miss Tom when she's absent, but nobody thinks she has to be here, is sloughing off or anything. Yeah. Good. I wish that this channel just saved all of our streams, but I understand why they can't. Because, like, that would be ridiculous. But, like, when you're watching the stream from here, it shows up with the chat on the side, but I took the chat out of this section to put in the raffle and the milestones. So yeah, gotta figure that out. It gives them a special icon next to their name. Does it do anything else? Because here's the thing, even if I do move us over to Patreon, I can still do VIP shit like that. I put a tag, yeah, it puts a tag beside their name and allows them to do this. Chat without being affected by slow, sub-only, or follower-only modes. Chat without being affected by rate limits, post links in chat even when links are disabled. Oh. Huh. Well, I mean, we have the links thing disabled. Unless we get insanely popular, I do not want to limit our chat to only people that are, like, subscribed at a certain level or donating or whatever. I do not want to do that. I like us all being just an open, free community, and when people can support, then they do. It's very much like Nexus mods that they've got. Like, fucking Bethesda tried to climb in there and, like, be like, smells like money in here, and try to, like, monetize it, but at the end of the day, it was like, no, you can't do that, because all these people are making this shit for free, and they're getting supported by the people who can support them. Like, I donated a whole bunch to some of those mods. Oh my god. But if they're like, yeah, but you gotta pay like $5 per mod, I'm like, you have any idea how many mods I've got and how many of them are not that important, but I just want them? Like, and then most of that money was going to Bethesda anyways. Everybody just kept doing their thing on fucking Nexus. People piss off. Yeah, it looks like a mod with less control. The question is, if YouTube can permanently store all their videos, why can't Twitch? YouTube has a different system going, and the content that is made and posted on YouTube is potentially, not currently, but has the potential of being less. They're also not streamed services. Well, I mean, they're trying to get into the stream game now, but they're not streaming. They're other stuff. I like the new people are free to join us. Yeah. How else to recruit new folks? Well, that's the thing, is if you make a paywall, then a lot of people walk up to the paywall and go, hey, what's in there? Why do I gotta pay to be in there? Must be worth watching. And then they pay money and walk in. And then there's a psychological thing that happens when you pay for something, is you give it a lot more respect. You're like, oh, but I paid to be in here, so I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to say this is fun. They do psychological experiments with that, like, constantly, especially with my favorite that I saw was with a group of people who were doing animation classes. They drew little comic books and then Xeroxed a whole bunch of them and then went to a convention and walked around, and it was like, hand these out, hand them out to people, and the teacher was like, charge them like any amount of money, $1 per book, $1, 25 cents, whatever. And they were like, nah, we're just gonna give them away for free. Like, we don't want to charge for our art. And they gave them away to people, and people were like, okay, and threw them on the floor. It's like, okay, I'm done with that. And the exit to the convention was just littered with their comics. And it broke a lot of them, because seeing their work just thrown away and trampled on sucked for a lot of them. And he's like, it's not because your work's bad, it's because you weren't charging money for it. Like, and then the next day they went in and did the same thing, but they were like, it's $1 now for this book, or it's even $0.25 for this book. And the exit to that convention, clean. Not one book was on the ground. Because people are like, well, I don't want to throw this away, I did pay $1 for it. So they stick it in their pocket, they're going to take it home, they're going to hang on to it for a little while, and then they're going to throw it away eventually. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, the VIP thing is a free subscription that doesn't cost the viewer or streamer anything. Yeah. Yeah, they also have massive data banks that can store a bajillion things. And yes, Quad, they do. YouTube loses a lot of money due to the amount of server storage they need for a crap ton of videos that get uploaded every fucking day. Yeah, and some people are like, well, I gotta pay for that? No, I don't know, go somewhere else. But it's like, that's irresponsible, you know? Like, as a content creator, I'm making it so that anybody can join the content that I'm making, but there will eventually come a day where the content that I'm making will be behind a paywall. Hopefully. Like, that is the hope, but it's gonna be like I'm, you know, directing an animated series that's gonna be on, like, Netflix or Disney Plus or some shit. Then it's like, okay, that's behind a subscription for whatever. But that's the hope, right? Because the position that I'm in now is I'm working really hard to make all this content for free, and then on top of that, I have to offer you guys incentives and milestones and a bunch of other stuff in order to get paid. So I have to work 2 times as much in order to make money on a thing that already takes a lot of time. So it's rough, to say the least. It's very difficult. Yeah, yeah, Phoenix. That's something like that. It's like every 24 hours they get like hundreds of hours of fucking content, and they just you can't keep up with it. If you have a whole bunch of Dr. Terrawat, the Netflix series. That's the end goal for me was to turn the Misadventures of Dr. Terrawat into like an animated series of some kind. Very much like how they did with Ruby. Because I thought that like that show was originally started and made by one fucking dude, and he showed that like some basic animation and cell shading can make a show. It's good writing and good voice acting and interesting characters that sell your show, not your animation budget, not your fucking animation style. It's just what you're doing. Like, tell a good story, people get on board with it. And also the fact that he was doing it by himself and was doing it on Rooster Teeth and got a lot of support. But still. Yeah, I'd subscribe and cheer without milestones. Well, I know you would, Kara, but it's like, if I want this to be a successful channel, then I have to offer stuff. And even when I was only doing videos on YouTube, like before I started streaming here on Twitch, I still needed to be like, we have to do something in order to get people to subscribe on Patreon. So we needed to offer things for them. So I wasn't just doing videos every week. I wasn't just going to conventions as well, or doing like merch and all the other stuff and running the website. I was also meeting up with fans once a month. I was also sending out postcards and stuff, or like doing Skype calls with people, or playing games with people, and a bunch of other stuff. Like, it was rough, man. Like, it was a lot of work, and I wasn't making enough to live on it at the time. So it's this balance between like making content that people can enjoy without having to pay a lot of money and also paying my bills. If it boils down to like after this pandemic is over, they do the basic income thing where just everyone gets $2,000 a month, who gives a shit, and people just live, then done. I don't have to do fucking donations for pandemic funds anymore. I don't have to worry about my rent. Like, that's rent paid. And I can just continue making content for you guys full time without stressing about that. I can just focus on the work now. I can just focus on making stuff. Nah. There will obviously still be, like, we need money for a new soundboard or a new microphone or whatever. So we'll still have those things, but they won't be as urgent. We don't need to sell as much. You know? If you got into that animated series, any chance the GSA get cameos? Well, that's the plan, Rainer. Like, the bigger overarching thing is going to be involving, with Vinx's approval, like the GSA, the DMHC, Department for Metahuman Control, like a whole bunch of other groups and organizations that manage that shit. Like, a lot of stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff written out in terms of plans for that. It's just money. Money, 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 money. If I won the lottery, I'd be like, cool, let's make that show. Like, let's go, like, get this down and on paper and clean and go to an animation studio and be like, this is my script. I want to hire you guys to animate this. And then get some voice actors in here and let's go. And then at that point, you make, like, the pilot episode. The pilot, like, it's like the first pilot, or you can, depending on how much money you have in your pocket, you can make like 2-3 episodes, and then you have the rest of it set up as a synopsis, and then you shop it around. I mean, you can produce it yourself if you have the money. Like, if I won the lottery, I'd have enough money, I wouldn't need to shop it around. I could just produce it myself and then give it to Netflix as a finished show and be like, put this on air, please, sign a contract, here you go. But otherwise, you get, like, 1 or 2 episodes animated, and then you shop it around. You go around to different studios, like WB or Fox or whoever, and be like, I have this show. Would you like to pay me to make more of this? It will make money, I promise. Yeah, I've been a Patreon for some years before the fall of Dr. Previous Name. Yeah, I know. It's been a time. Anywho. It's been a very uphill battle for me trying to continue running this business with my health and everything else that's been going on, but I'm very determined to do this. Also, I want to let people know, like, as hard as I work and as much as I struggle with a lot of my personal like trauma and stuff, I'm fine. Like, I'm okay. You guys don't need to worry about me. All right? Like, my life is okay. I'm taking care of myself. I'm eating my food. I'm drinking water, and I'm pooping. It's fine. It's cool. Chill. Like, just people. It's just personally people trying to like get in my business to ask if I'm okay constantly infuriates me because I find it personally insulting when somebody is like, "Are you okay? Are you eating enough?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Am I eating enough?" If I wasn't eating enough, I would be telling people. I would be like, "Hey, food, hungies, like, eh." Be careful, if you're bringing a producer, you have to give a good amount of creative control. And that's the contract. Like, if I do sign up with an external group of people, then I would have to maintain a certain amount of veto creative control in the series. Like, that would be within the contract, that A, I can't be removed, and B, I would maintain an amount of veto control so that as they produce and make the series, like, and I'm excited for the idea of sitting down in a room full of other very talented writers and them pitching ideas to me that are better than the shit I came up with. Like, I'm excited for that. I'd love that, honestly. I would. I think that'd be amazing. Look, as a dog owner, I need to know if your poops are looking okay. My poops are looking okay. Leave me alone. Alright, so, who's we got here? We got everybody. Phoenix, are you on this list? Look at that. There you go. You got 2 tickets, my guy. Whoops. Hit the fucking Windows button. I hate it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So, Mango Toad, you have 4 tickets left. You have 6. Alright. And we got Quad with 5, Rainer with 5, Death Watch with 3. Wait, hold on. I did that math wrong. You had 30, and you had 28. So 24 in total, both of you minus 12. So you go down to 16 tickets, and you go down to 18 tickets. Here we go. I did the math wrong. Yeah, you could have some of my stories. I might, Kara, but no. We'll see. I need to read more of them, and I need more time to do that. And honestly, doing that runs into the legal issue of if you were inspiring in some way to the writing of that episode, then, like, the legal team would have to involve you, and it would be a lot of work. So, we'll see. It's Regalful time, ladies and gentlemen. It's Regalful time. Jesus, what do we got? 13. I'm just gonna get my calculator out. Boop. 13 plus 16 plus 18 plus the 24 that we got from those is 71. Ladies and gentlemen, my God. It's a D71. It's a 71-sided die. It's going to take me some time to figure out who's in what range. Okay? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 to 8 on you. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 9 to 13 on you. And this is going to be 14. So if we go 13 plus 16, that's going to be to 29. 14 to 29. Here we go. Yeah, chat, if I win Little Inferno or Party Hard, I'll be willing to trade for Graveyard Keeper. Oh. And then 29 plus 18 is 47. So that would be 20 to 47. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, sorry, not 20, 30. It would be 30 to 47, which makes sense. 47, 48 and 49, 50 and 51, 52 and 53, 54 and 55, 56 and 57, 58 and 59. There is a system in Streamlabs that lets us do this, like, that lets people buy raffle tickets and shit, and I just have to figure out how it works. I'm positive there's a system that exists for this already in Streamlabs, and I'm bothered that I don't have the ability to just, like, push a button and make it go. More things I don't have time for. Anyway. 60 and 61. 62 and 63. 64 and 65. I missed the Nintendo 64. 66 and 67. 68 and 69. 70 and 71, baby. Alright. I think that is a thing you get from chatbots. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, a 100-sided die is basically a ball. Wait to really even think about who to hire for that sort of thing, yeah. And also, if I get, like, produced by a company, like, if CTV or something like that, or City TV picks me up and wants to, like, do that, then I am probably not going to have a choice as to who is hired as a writer. The producer will figure out who they want on the project they are funding, and my contract would keep me in, and that's it. Yeah, there's a system. I can help you set it up if you like. I did it for Patch. He was doing Kingdom Hearts 3 stream. Thank you. Yes, we will talk on the weekend. Tomorrow, we can talk about that, because I would like to do that, and I'm going to be very high for tomorrow's stream, likely. We'll see what happens. It's going to be 420 days to die, baby. I came up with the idea for that while I was medicated. It's absolutely well. Anyway, it's like weedception. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up for a copy of Little Inferno, our winner for today's first raffle game is number 36. That puts it on Palanthir. Palanthir, you have won yourself a copy of Little Inferno, a game where the world is ending and you need to constantly burn everything you can find in a fireplace in order to stay warm. It's very topical. What about the creators of the GSA characters? Rainer, I will probably, in that point, be signing an agreement with you guys that you guys write out, this is what the GSA is. I will sign an agreement with you to take that content in. If you agree that you want me to use that as part of our universe, then we'd go, this is the establishment of the GSA, and then I would take that into the writing rooms with everyone else. It would be established pre-canon, effectively. Yeah, it's fun. You set things on fire. It's great. Little Inferno. Alright. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, for a copy of Party Hard, our winner is number 58. That's Narutouzuma! Narutouzuma, you've won yourself a copy of Party Hard, a game about partying hard. I assume I don't know a huge amount about it. Alright, and up next, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Had an itchy eye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, at long last, for a copy of Graveyard Keeper, our winner is number 56, it's Esteban! Congratulations, Esteban, you've won yourself a game that was from your list of games that you donated. Would you like me to roll again? Because you donated Graveyard Keeper. You wanna donate it to Phoenix? You actually play a killer who gets caught killing people at raging parties. Oh my god. That's fucking crazy, man. Oh my gosh. I give it to Phoenix Pot. He wanted it. Alright, dope. It is done. Phonics. There you are. So congratulations everyone on your winnings, and thank you everybody for your donations. We've reached our goal for this month. Right at the fucking end of the wire there. May Pandemic Fun crushed. We got it. Thank you so much everybody for coming on out to our live stream today. Tomorrow we're going to be perhaps doing one of our milestones that we had on this list here, 420 Days to Die. And if we make, and I do not expect 100% for us to make this, but if we make it to the 2,000 mark, then I'm going to be playing Soma and getting a new soundboard. So that's a thing. It's very interesting. So thank you again, everyone, for coming on out to watch. Thank you for your donations, your subscriptions, and your bits. Even if you couldn't donate anything, thank you so much for coming out and enjoying this content. It's why I make it. And thank you to Calendros for donating Little Inferno. Thank you to Magnoth Redux for Party Hard, and thank you to Estabane for donating Graveyard Keeper. A lot of those keys have been fantastic for allowing us to give things back to people, for donating to us, and keeping this community sort of funded and together and whatnot. But until tomorrow, my bravest citizens, I am Toronto's greatest supervillain and evil genius, Dr. Tarawat. This is our Lair 4.0. And I'll see you tomorrow on our next live stream. End of line.